All praise to the Most High. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. Yeah, that sound good, y'all. Hello. What we doing?
Hey, cook that up, Kali.
We still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still. They said you got the call, they tryna blackball you. Play what they own, bro. You can't blackball a boss. The whole world, they hate this right here. The way you hate your neighbor, might as well pull the trigger on yourself. You know we get excited by the smoke. Every day we casting flesh. Say my treasure stored in heaven, we gon' blow the rest. They disrespected and we check. Them bank that causing kept it still. They asking others about my business, but I ain't got no instant miss. See, I still deal with ox direct. Cause your person don't mean you respect. Your outlet don't get no credit if the ox ain't in it. Money answer all things and you got all these questions. Playing Vic. Look, I employ slavery. If you broke, you say it. Yeah, them crews in the hood, Jews in the hood. I caught them clues, now I'm good. I broke it down, he understood my all to you. Filtered through, you found a few, I'm good. We what we sold, this here exclusive. They like, hey, folk, look what you doing. We still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still. Most I told me be still, give her room to work. Know my movie work. Your faith ain't good, don't put the work in. In the spirit flexing, that my day job. Getting the mode out my own, I don't know what they are. Before I got the blueprint, and I'm too legit to quit. Let it spark in the dark, be a light, got it lit. Trying to map my movement, got my haters pondering. The odds set the question there, they wanna know if you still lit. It hit different, you authentic, a lot of odds pretending. We do it for the Lord, got my own motion, who are you to judge? Put Most High first, none above. Take in the spirit, we locked in, they'll come against your plot. You know Judas said, yeah, we spit them scripts, they barely not. Came on slave ships, then you not black. You know they tell you everything. Isaiah 30:20, yeah, we bad. You see what happened when they tried to rail that train up off the track. False witness, hypocrite. We throw shots back, now they feel hit. Must go get it. We still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still.
Welcome to the Lions Den. We have our brother Khonsu here with a rebuttal of a brother named Smash, go by the name of Smash Rockwell. Please hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate you tuning in.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Rahubat, Rahubat, Rahubat Muyasar, Rahubat Muyasar to my personal family. Hotep, Shemim Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Let me say Aboru, Aboruye, Aboru Shishe to my Yoruban brothers and sisters. Let me say Shalom to my Israelite Hebrew brothers and sisters. Let me say Assalamu Alaikum to my Islamic brothers and sisters. And to gracias, hola, como estás, and all that. This is your brother Khonsu and Yame Ray. Khonsu Amun Ray, brother Khonsu, the real Nuwapian. Back with y'all once again in the Lion's Den. It's going down. And I'm honored, first of all, to be on the platform, this shadow. Also, let me give a big shout out to my brother JJ 7000, sister Karima, Lions Den Debate League in the building. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's do it. We actually trying to I want to help because I've been rocking with the Lions Den for long. I knew JJ 7000 back before anybody knew. I'm telling you, me and this man had a debate before anybody. And listen, I didn't, and I don't know what happened. Then, like a year or two later, he's all over everywhere, all on Sinetta, and then blew up. Then we come back and link up, and it's a beautiful thing. So I got a long history. Lions Den in the building. So let me say, first and foremost, gratitude. Second of all, let me give a big shout out to the Universal Yoruba Nation, to the Universal Sabian Nuwapian Nation worldwide. Let me give a big shout out to all indigenous, animistic, Afurakaini spiritual systems and ways of life, and to all people of melanin, all melanated beings in general. But we got some special information going on tonight. One of the brothers of the conscious community, Amon Ra Squad, I guess ex-Amon Ra Squad, I don't know whatever they got going on now with the Amon Ra Squad, the Dick Dagger Squad, whether they still united, whether they're, I don't know, whatever. But Brother Smash Rockwell, good brother, great brother. Love the brother's channel. Love some of the brother's information, but I disagree with a lot of the brother's information. The brother is definitely big up Kemet. He's big up Kemet. Let me say that first and foremost. He's on the side of Team Kemet, the Nile Valley civilizations. But I question sometimes a lot of these guys that study ancient Kemet, but don't necessarily practice the culture of ancient Kemet. So that's one of the reasons why I feel that the brother's misled in a lot of his contentions as far as his personal opinions on ancient Kemet and some of these topics. Brother Cube, we'll have you on later for some question and answer, Brother Cube. But we're gonna have to, if you want to dance in the ring with Brother Khonsu, you're gonna have to step your game up, brother. You're gonna have to step it up. That's why JJ 7000 done retired. You know what I'm saying? He said he retired. He done took on Brother Polite. He done took on all the top dogs of Sarnetta. He done took on everybody. So now it's like, okay, if you wanna step to me, you gotta show some credentials. But we will allow question and answers at the end. Hopefully the brother Smash will tune in because JJ 7000 himself has had some contentions with the brother Smash Rockwell. So what we're gonna highlight is it's a few specific topics. One of the main topics is his contention about the Hyksos and what were their identity, were the Hyksos. He says that the Hyksos, their attestations in the Kemetic text that the Hyksos were Nubians, right? Hyksos only means foreign rulers. That's all that means. Sister say they study online for 3 hours. How to say my name is in hieroglyphics. Hey, listen, if you don't know the language, you slipping too. Whether you Kemetic, if you don't know the hieroglyphics, you slipping. If you Hebrew Israelite, you don't know Hebrew, you slipping. If you Muslim, you don't know Arabic, you slipping. So you have to know the language. I'm not here to contest the brother on his use of because all it really does is uses a app, the TLA, that translates the hieroglyphics for him, and it shows him where in some of the primary text some of these terms or attestations are shown. So it's pretty easy. No, I'm not white. To the brother TNBN, white is a crayon color. All right. Black is a crayon color. I am of mixed ancestry. My father, people should know this by now, as much as I've been on Lions Den, much hell I done raised up in here. My father's of African ancestry. My mother's of Irish. I'm mixed. But to the Hebrew Israelite theology, I would be considered white because my mama is white. But in our spiritual system, we don't rock that way. But it's okay, though. It's all love. One thing about Brother Khonsu, listen, Brother Khonsu, matter of fact, not Brother Khonsu, Khonsu Amun Ray on Facebook, Brother Khonsu by itself, ! on YouTube, the Universal Yoruba Nation.com. You can find me on various sites. So now, here's the thing. You got a lot of critics in the community, and this is one of the things that it's okay to critique. It's okay to critique, but by not being a practitioner of these cultures or systems that you critiquing, it's gonna be a weakness because you really haven't experienced it, right? That's just like if I said, I have read every book that I could find in the library on the Chinese civilization, on the Chinese culture, on the Chinese diet, on the Chinese language, on the Chinese way of life. But I've been living in America, right? But I can say, man, I'm a master of studying what other people wrote about the Chinese. But let's take another person who actually goes to China, lives amongst the Chinese, studies amongst the Chinese, learns the language. You see, this is called direct and indirect experience. Seba Muwata Ashby, the founder of the Seba Institute of Yoga, who is a Kemetic teacher on the yoga philosophy, he teaches that. So what we're going to get into tonight is Brother Smash Rockwell. He lacks that direct. And we're going to get into how he disrespected me, disrespected Dr. I didn't even know that Brother Reggie was on before I came on because I was at work. By the time I got on, Reggie was already off. But the contestation starts with the issue of two things: the Hyksos, who are the Hyksos, and the concept of human sacrifice in ancient Kemet. That's what it stems from. And this is something that I have talked about for years now amongst my tribal community, amongst the Nuwapian, the Sabian community. And it's been a big issue because it's a lot of vegans in the Kemetic community. It's a lot of vegans in the Hebrew Israelite community. It's a lot of vegans in the conscious community. And a lot of these vegans want to start wars against carnivores. You know, when eating meat is as old as history itself, but that's neither here nor there. So that's what we're going to deal with tonight. I see we got the chat jumping already, as usual. So, Sister Kareem, you're more than welcome to share the link with anybody that might want to come in and build, ask questions later. But I think we should start. I think the proper thing to start with would be the initial conversation that led to this. Because what happened, I've been listening to Brother Smash Rockwell for a while, and I like a lot of his. Peace to Sister Julanda Zachary Juju. What's up, Juju? Tell Smash to hit that link. But I like a lot of his information. His delivery kind of, I think, is weak. His articulation is weak. Nevertheless, I think he's a good brother. But we're gonna bust his tail tonight. Plus, he was poking at me about this calling me a Nuwapian scholar, Nuwapian stuff, and making fun of that. So I'm the y'all already know. Y'all already know how Brother Khonsu do it. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and we're gonna get into the initial conversation that really led to all this. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me share my screen. Okay, cool. And it's a couple contestations that I have with the brother, right? The first contestation is the identity of the Hyksos. Who are the Hyksos? Because if you hear some of the things that he was saying, they try to make it look like the Hyksos was just Nubian rulers, meaning they was Africans. And the word Hyksos has really nothing to do with the ethnicity, right? Then we're going to get into Tehenu and Temahu, right? This is even going what into Brother Reggie saying. Then we're going to get into the human sacrifice or retainer sacrifice thing. Then we're going to get into my direct rebuttal, where I rebutted him point for point, where I went on his show and one of his audience asked me a question where there was a connection between Haitian voodoo and ancient Egyptian culture or religion. I say yes. And I told him, I was explaining to him about the word juju or the word hoodoo. Juju would be when you're dealing with African American or Africans of the diaspora, meaning those of us who were born in America, but our ancestors came over on slave ships. Some of us were mixed in with Native Americans and other Africans that was already here. It's a lot of different theories. But you have certain traces of what we call ancient African animism that was carried from ancient Africa on over to America. Okay. One of those was juju. Juju would be the Yoruba Ifa tradition carried on through slavery. Another is voodoo. Voodoo would be the Iwe of Akan or the Fan people. That tradition that those slaves carried over to America. And hoodoo would be the tradition of those hoodoo. Actually, and the contestation with me and Brother Smash Rockwell was, and I told him that hoodoo was was Egyptian word in origin. Peace out to the Brother American Dream. Matter of fact, that was the brother, Sister Karima. If you see Brother American Dream right there in the chat, he was the one who was on, who asked me the question. He witnessed the whole thing. I'm glad that brother's here. Look at how the ancestors is working. He was the one that asked me the question. Peace out, Brother Peace to Brother American Dream. Rahubat. Hotep. He was the one that asked me the question. When I proceeded to answer the question, Brother Smash Rockwell immediately met me with contestation. As he contested me, he stopped me. He prevented me from presenting myself. When he finally allowed me to put my first presentation up, then he blocked me, talked over me. Same thing he did to Reggie prior to that. Same thing he did to JJ 7000. That's what I'm saying. Real scholars in the debate world don't do that. We're going to allow you to talk. I'm not going to talk over you. I don't want to try to belittle you or give you any negative pre-trial publicity before the debate starts. If you get what I'm saying there. So, peace to the Brother American Dream. I'm glad you're here, brother, because we're going to show everything that we're talking about. Everything we're going to show and prove. So let me go ahead. And share my screen, Sister Karima. and we're gonna get this party started because we already lit. Because we dealing with people who actually, some people think these people are experts in the community, and they not. They not. They not. They not. Oops. Let's get into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And me and Smash cool. It ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Him and Reggie bumped head. And what's crazy, I didn't even know that the whole show that we did was Reggie was first and I came on last. I didn't even realize that I had just got off work. When I got off work the next day, when I settled down and watched it, I was like, wow, that was crazy. Then I did my rebuttal on my page, Brother Khonsu, ! On YouTube. And then another brother, Nile Valley Hebrew, went on Dr. Reggie show in the House of Consciousness and called out Smash Rockwell. So you got a lot of people right now that's at Smash Rockwell's neck now. There's a brother named Nile Valley Hebrew, and he busted his ass on one of the bass relics that Smash Rockwell was trying to say was something to do with money. Same crap we heard Shaka Amos and all these other frauds say. And the brother was like, and he was a Hebrew now. He called himself Nile Valley Hebrew, and he was, and he told Smash up. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this here. Let's go ahead and start. So Smash, unlike other people, is we cool, we all cool. This is intellectual. But some people will try to tag your videos, or what they call it, when they try to turn it, become an informant on YouTube and get your video muted or blocked because you used something from another video. But Smash ain't like that, because we was all on there together. So let's go ahead and share my screen right now. All right, now we'll go ahead and start. And here's what we're gonna. I'm gonna even start with. I'm gonna do a tit for tat breakdown. I'm gonna start with when Brother Reggie got on there. He started to antagonize, flag. That's what it's called, my brother. Yochanan flagged. Yeah. Peace to my brother Yermehu David Ben Yochanan. Yeah, they be trying to get us flagged. It's like, come on, man. Is it really that serious? It's ridiculous. But anywho, we'll start with that, and we're gonna lead into how whatever mood Brother Smash was in this day, he was very angry. He was antagonizing Reggie. Then later on admitted that Reggie did prove him wrong. Okay. And just went on to have just a poor character. Especially when I got on, it was even worse character. He let me finish, so that's why I rebutted him so hard. But I'm not saying I'm on Dr. Reggie's side, because Dr. Reggie is not a practitioner of the Kemetic teachings. He's just a historian, a student of the history. He goes mostly by experts, but I love Dr. Reggie. I honor his scholarship, honor the history that he has with Dr. Ben and other scholars, and his fluency in reading the metadata and all of that. I mean, what's crazy is Smash Rockwell. He went on Smash Rockwell's show, and Smash even admitted, he said, "Yeah, Reggie, you got me on that one." He admitted that he got debunked. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and play. Let's go ahead and play this real quick. Okay. All right. So this is, and I'm going to skim through this because this is a lot. But I'm going to get to the part to where they really just where things really start to get out of control. As Reggie is presenting his information, Smash is getting more and more aggressive, agitating, and when people do that, it's because they're in fear that the information that's about to be presented is going to be is going to scare them, right? So let's go ahead and get into this. This is where Reggie is presenting his account of his side of the retainer sacrifices, because Smash Rockwell was saying that the way Egyptologists interpret what they read about these sacrifices is not really what it is. But we're going to see Reggie debunk him on several things. One of the things that Reggie debunked him on was the meaning of retainer and metaneta. Reggie asked him, what is the word retainer sacrifice? What is the word retainer in metaneta? He said he didn't know. That's why I told you, this man don't know the language. He used computer programs to translate the language. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can pull up an online Strong's Biblical Concordance. You could translate the whole, listen to my Hebrew family. You could translate the whole damn Torah yourself online. You know, now whether that's accurate or whether you know, you want to debate those translations with other scholars, fine. But we're going to get into the real deal of how to really know. And it starts with the fact that Reggie was presenting information that was refuting what Smash Rockwell was saying. And instead of letting Reggie respectfully finish his presentation, he started to interrupt the man and disrespect the man. Same thing he did to me later when I came on. This is a 6-hour video. This is on Smash Rockwell's page. It's called What Happened to Retainer Sacrifice. They all over the place. So if you want to see the video in whole, go to Smash Rockwell. What Happened to Retainer Sacrifice. They all over the place. Let's start.
This man was just so upset during this whole period that he was going to commit suicide. He didn't want to be on this planet. And so he had a dispute with his boss. And so we
So what was that retainer supposed to do?
All right, this is where he starts to interrupt him right here.
Some human sacrifice there. All of your sources say they don't know whether it was real or symbolic.
Right, but watch this. Okay, so this is one of the things that I did read, right?
You getting better, Reggie. Hey, Reggie, you getting better. Stay the course. Don't let them knock you off.
Right. So
stay the course.
I don't care. Watch this, y'all. I don't really care what y'all say. I care what the experts say.
Well, I care what y'all say, because
Now here's where he starts to antagonize Reggie, and Reggie starts to get a little angry. It's okay. Listen, I get heated. Brother JJ 7000, me, JJ, we get heated. Black Jesus Minister, we get heated. Y'all know we get heated, and it's okay. But Reggie was angry with Smash because Reggie was saying, listen, I thought we was friends. We was cool. We came up in this together. Now you want to try to call me out? Now you want to try to play me? That's why Reggie got mad. Even though Smash admitted that Reggie debunked his ass right on his own show. But I just want to show the level of that. You don't invite nobody. Jeremiah Judah never invited me on this platform just to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? We do that in the back chat. And if we want to really go out, we'll just have a debate. But we ain't gonna sugarcoat it or half-ass it. If we want to debate on something, we're gonna debate on something. If not, then we ain't. But I want to show the part where he debunks him. He asks him what retainer means. He doesn't know. He gets frustrated. Then we're gonna skip to when I come in and how he does the same thing to me. When the Brother American Dream comes in and asks the question, I start to answer, and he totally shut me down. And I told him, I said, I'm going to get your ass, Smash. You added to my shit list now. Brother Jabari, you on the back burner. That's right. Jabari's on the back burner. If you want to see Brother Khonsu exposes Jabari as fraud, comedic, hotep, hustler, priest, go to my page, Brother Khonsu, ! And you will see that. But Jabari was my #1 target at the moment. Now Smash Rockwell. But let's finish this.
experts don't listen to us. So look, you can look up to the experts, but you're not a peer of the experts. You see what I'm saying? And so
I don't have to
we
be.
your
All I have
peers.
to do is read it in the record.
You ain't judged by the experts, you judged by your peers. I'm sorry.
That is true. What Reggie said is true. He said he don't have to be. The brother Sarum Hotep, who also Smash Rockwell be hating on, say that too. Sarum Hotep said you don't have to be have to have a degree necessarily. All you have to do is prove by way of scientific method. Whatever it is you're trying to prove, if you use scientific method, a person has to be able to debunk that. If they can't, it stands as true. But let's continue.
Hey, check this out. Hey, yo.
No, stay course. No.
We're each other.
This YouTube community is not Brother Reggie.
I understand, but you at least you better than us in that regard. Like you the elder saber. I don't call nobody else saber. But that don't mean you ain't our peer. You sitting here talking, bro. Like even the OGs on the block, if they stop and talk with the youngsters, then that's just one thing.
I don't care. All this
And even though is my arch nemesis, he's trying to get Reggie to calm down here. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get Reggie to calm down, stay the course, and stay on point because he know Reggie got him. You know what I'm saying? But Smash Rockwell is trying to use these tactics, these hip-hop street rap tactics, because he's a hip-hopper. So ain't no telling what kind of tactics he's trying to use, but he's trying to use these tactics to throw Brother Reggie off.
They throwing shots.
They throwing you off.
So how many times you been judged by the experts? Like twice, because you got journals. I know you above us. You get judged by them. But look, right now
He said, I know you're above us. You have journals. Thought Reggie got scientific journal. Brother Ned and Neb got scientific journal. I think Sarum Hotep got scientific journals. I don't have scientific journals, but I have 2 books working on my 3rd. It's important that I think Smash got some books. I ain't never read them. I hope they ain't as poor as Zion Lex's book, Kemet on Trial. I read that book in 2018. I think when it first dropped. And I did a rebuttal so hard on that one. That was one of my first rebuttals. But I ain't never read Smash books, but I hope it's better than his YouTube videos.
you dealing with what you left over with. That's your peers, bro.
I'm dealing with my peers. Never knew my peers. My YouTube.
Reggie, you're falling for it, bro. You was doing good. We want to hear what you reading. We want to hear the part.
You don't want to read the part that's on the screen right now because that's the part I had access to. Go to the part. You got to stay in the part. See, you got to be sharp. Why would you even be in the parts that you know I read?
I am sharp.
But you got 200 pages I ain't seen yet, and you
see now this is what we call a distraction and a diversion. Smash Rockwell is now using a diversion tactic. So let's speed it up to get past his diversion tactics. Then Reggie really finna go ham. Then we're gonna get into my part right here.
Woman is fat to death, right? She fine as shit. So I have to put it in this cultural context. If I don't, I'll make it seem as if she was
or examining the work.
So no, this is the difference. This is the difference.
From showing you what the experts say.
No.
Right here, this is where he starts to interrupt Reggie's whole presentation.
The simple analysis we doing right now got 6 terms, and the one on the document we looking at got 1 term. And I'm not saying that's
my book. The book that I read, it has the experts weighing into technical.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to go to the TLA or now the experts are examining the work.
So no, this is the difference. This is the difference.
From showing you what the experts say.
No, I read it out loud. Each of their opinions, and everyone got to see that they were all different. But this is the deal. In the abstract, she put every scholar's opinion, and then she went on to show you the details about it. But you can just go to page before page 41, you'll see every scholar's opinion on the matter. So you see what I'm saying? If I know what you ultimately conclude, yeah, they might say something in the fine details, but their ultimate conclusions is what matters the most.
Which it could be symbolic or real, wasn't nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was pulling from the archaic time period.
We don't disagree on that.
Symbolic or real, it goes back to Ump's original point about what they thought, what they knew or thought about the earlier dynastic, archaic dynastic,
or pre-dynastic.
That's why I said archaic.
Yeah.
I'm not messing up the terms.
Yeah.
The archaic period, and it's what the later ancient Egyptians, maybe they did some pseudo-judo, right? But they preserved the concept. They preserved the concept that maybe like Shabbatis, right? These are maybe forms like Shabbatis. But the fact of the matter is, if you understand why Shabbatis were created, is because there were changes in the ancient Tawi civilization, which is appropriate. But so what I'm saying is, the ancient Egyptians retained this in their symbolic practice.
No, I was letting you build, and you keep doing this creativism. You just changed the word, because we're talking about retain and sacrifice, but you just used the word retain differently to fool people. Now you're saying they retained this in their tradition. We're talking about whether they retained the human to be a servant in the afterlife.
It went past the first dynasty. That's how we took it, Reg.
Okay. This if you read in this argument in this paper, they will talk about the archaic period. They are sensing that this whole ritual, symbolic or real, came from the earlier period.
We will keep going.
Right. So I'm going to.
That's it. So we with you on that. So I'm just saying though. But let's itemize the ritual. It's one individual on a sled. It's not even an individual. In some cases, it's a frog. You know that, right? In some cases, it's like, it's not always an individual. In some cases, it's like an image that don't even, like, it's just one.
All right, the first problem is here. Here's the first problem. Here's the first problem. The first problem is Smash Brother doesn't even know what he's talking about, because he doesn't know what the word retainer sacrifice means in the glyphs. So he tried to block that. When Brother Reggie explained that the word retainer in the glyphs is Shemsu, that means follower. So these people who were sacrificing themselves were followers of the king, who willfully went into the afterlife. And we're going to get into this because this same thing I did a rebuttal to Ankh about Shaka Zulu being an animist, believing in a higher power, not being an atheist. But also there were retainers in Shaka Zulu's time, when Shaka Zulu's father was killed, Senzakakona. He had retainers that went with and retainer just means follower, and the glyphs is Shemsu. So he's trying to, so we're gonna speed up.
One arm sticking out of a bag, and they don't even know if it was to serve to be a human. Yeah, exactly. Well, okay,
but that doesn't mean that the whole civilization followed that one treatise. So you have what I am showing you is how evolved this concept is in these periods in ancient Egypt. I showed the community 41 pages because I knew this was going to happen. Then I asked, can I show I didn't know too many young people. I didn't know too many young people, right? Around the people that I was with, right? I worked in ASCAC. I was the youngest scholar in ASCAC, right?
All right, and this is where Reggie starts to go in and speaks by his credentials and how none of these people on the panel can.
We got JJ on the panel.
Oh, what's up, my brother JJ?
Hey, what's going on, Khonsu? The real new Wabian busting it down up in here. Y'all better hit that like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm talking about? See, we always catch these dudes, man. See,
All
when
right.
you slow it down, hey, when you slow it down, there's nothing they can do.
That's
See,
it, baby.
so I'm just sitting back watching. Like, actually, this is one of my topics. I've been talking about this for the last 5 years. This is why this topic is kind of sparked back up. Because Jabari and I were supposed to have a conversation about this, but he been running. He been running for years. But go ahead, brother Khonsu. Do your thing, brother.
You ain't lying. It's in these days and times. I mean, it's hard for brothers to get good debates. You got people that's making claims, don't want to stand on what they're saying.
Right.
And here's the thing: it's nothing wrong. It's a thin line between being a student and a practitioner. I found that if you're both, like if you practice a particular culture, then you say, all right, I'm gonna go into history about it. It'll give you more strength. But if you're just studying it and not practicing it, it's kind of a flaw. But so what we get into is this contention that they're having. If people want to go back, we ain't gonna play the whole video. If people want to go to this video, Smash admitted that Reggie proved him wrong. Reggie showed that Khonsu only meant followers, which means if I'm a follower, brother JJ and sister Karima, right? If I'm a follower of the king, that means I will willfully give my life and go with the king and follow my king to the afterworld. This is what Reggie was saying. This is what Smash Rockwell don't understand or overstand. This is what he doesn't get. You're dealing with 6,000 to 10,000 year old culture. Their mindset was not the same as us. The same way, but it can be used in comparison to the same way. People in the military will go to war, right? And risk dying for their president, who is the king in their country. Only in this situation, it's a little different because it's intentionally, you about to cross over to the spirit world, which we all accept the existence of everybody but these atheist people who we've already busted up. We've already accepted this, and we've also proven the existence of the spirit world. Peace out. Peace to my brother. I don't know why I keep saying peace out. Peace and Rahubat to my brother Silos Congas in the building. Faith Warrior Mario in the building. Ride Pack. Everybody in the building. So let's speed this up because this is basically where, but I do want to show where Reggie go, and he snapped right here. He snapped.
That you better than everybody else.
So no, I'm just gonna sit on here and beat on our chest and talk about credentials and who know who and who got what credentials.
Because I got credentials.
So fucking what? You know the same history we know. You stop your history.
You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know it starts with writing, Reggie. You can't get past that.
Hey, listen, I'm giving you an opportunity.
You ain't giving us nothing. We humans just like you. You're not better than us, Reggie.
No,
I'm the same.
No, I'm better than you.
No, you're not.
Yeah, my history says I'm better than you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, okay, fine. Right?
Wow.
My history, my work. Hey, watch this. Hey, watch this.
Now, see, that got heated because here's the thing, right? And here's the thing. Credentials do matter. We can't deny that. Now, if you're a religious teacher, you don't necessarily need scholastic credentials. But if you claim to be a scholastic teacher, the more credentials you have, the more credence it gives to your qualifications. You see. So that is true. I'm even in the process of getting some Pan-African studies, some minors in some Pan-African studies and other stuff as well. I've already taken my apprentice course of Metaneta through Ojidafo, which is studying the ancient Egyptian language through the eyes of the Akan Twi language, which is a cognate living language of the ancient Metaneta. Of course, as a Sabian Nuwapian, we are studying the comparative analysis of the Sabian dialect and language to the ancient Egyptian and others, Bantu, Yoruba, so on and so forth. So I do have to say that credentials do matter. Brother JJ, what you think about that? Do you think credentials matter in this case?
I mean, credentials do play a part.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. They do. We can't deny that. Now we can't say now, but I did it now. Your credentials don't necessarily make you superior, but they do play a part because you have people like scholars like even Van Sertima, right? They lived before Columbus. He's got credentials, but a lot of the stuff that he taught, some people now call it pseudo. But if you ask him about it, he'll say, well, everything I learned in these schools was wrong, and I'm proving the experts wrong. So brother Reggie is a person who say, well, I'm going to go with an expert opinion. Smash Rockwell is saying, I'm going against the expert opinion, but he doesn't have the credentials to really go against the expert opinion. Not unless he can prove them wrong via scientific method. If you can prove them wrong via scientific method, it don't matter who you are. That's it. So let's finish this up and get it to the part where I come in. This was like an hour or so late right here. All right.
But most of the scholars say it kind of went away after, the first.
All right, this is my commentary on the human sacrifice topic.
Source, then it is what it is.
But I want to say,
primary.
I want to say Brother Khonsu is in the building and he hasn't spoken yet. So let's hear what he has to say.
No, actually, the video was attached to it, though. But the video was attached to it.
We ain't mad at you. We love you, bro. Damn, what up? Just gonna say, yeah, y'all got me.
No, y'all got me. With
Yeah, it's cool.
It was
See?
funny.
Foolery moment.
Yeah, as soon as you say y'all got me, we can't say shit else.
But
No,
but
y'all
it
ain't
was
Y'all
a
do it foolery.
reputable. It was a reputable individual that I'm speaking on in that flyer.
Khonsu.
And if we would have went further, then
Peace, peace.
it wasn't no crazy
Peace,
stuff.
Khonsu.
Yeah, we heard you,
Peace,
Jolanda. You introduced Khonsu and I messed it up, so my bad, Jolanda. What's
That's
up?
okay. Go ahead, Brother Khonsu.
What's up, Khonsu?
Peace, sister. Peace, brother Smash. It's definitely an honor to be on your platform. I definitely love your works and appreciate everything you're doing for the community as far as teaching and stuff. I thought that I commented on some of your videos about some other disagreements we had, but what really strikes me as far as this topic is because this topic right here has been something that I'm a part of the Nuwaubian community, right? And it was a big debate amongst us a couple years ago about this whole, did the ancient Egyptians do human sacrifice and stuff like that, right? I mean, it was big. So it was about 3 years ago. So I did a lot of research because some people were saying that it was brought in by foreigners, by the Amu or the Asiatics, that they brought that in. Some people were saying that there was a Sumerian migration back from Sumeria or Mesopotamia back into Africa, and then that's when it came in. It was a whole bunch of different stuff being said. So it led me to do a bunch of research, right? And the research that I found, leads one or strongly suggests that I would be willing to debate it, that there was human sacrifice and even pre-dynasty, and that's what you said earlier, but most of the scholars say it kind of went away after, the first, second dynasty or whatnot, and it was replaced. Now here's the key that I found. And this is how one reason that I was able to prove that it did exist at one point in time, and even in other modern times too. But it was replaced by the figures that they call shawaptis, which are these dolls or these figurines. And so once they stopped doing the human sacrifice, then they would start using these shawaptis or these figurines. Of course, the ancient Kemetu believed that they were animists, so they believed that everything was made up of energy and spirit. So they would believe, they believe that inanimate objects still could be possessed by a spirit. So that when I studied the Shawapti, I was like, whoa, So I want to ask Brother Smash if he familiar with the Shawapti.
Now keep in mind,
and how he feels about it.
Yeah, so that source, that's fun.
Keep in mind, family, that the brother Reggie had mentioned Shawabti prior to me coming on. Let me say that again. The brother Reggie had mentioned, he briefly mentioned Shawabtis prior to me coming on, but he never went into details about it. What a Shawabti is, we're talking about human sacrifice. There's evidence of human sacrifice in ancient Kemet, all right? But it's very little, very scant, and it only lasted a very short period of time. It was eventually replaced by these statues that they would bury the kings and people with. Okay. Now, I had no clue that Brother Reggie had briefly mentioned that before. Of course, if you listen to the whole video, I went way more into depth on it. So let's just continue that, and then we'll wrap it up.
Funny because the source what I'm sharing right here is from one of my favorite websites that specialize in that. It's called Ushabitz. That's what Ankh just said, right? I thought that's what I just heard you say, Ankh, Ushabitz. And but my understanding of those figurines is
now that's not where the contestation comes in at, because all he does after that is attempts to elaborate on his opinion, which is cool. It's okay to have that opinion. The contestation comes where the brother American Dream asked me, is there a correlation between hoodoo and ancient Kemet?
What concepts do I use to run it through this dictionary? What concepts?
This is the brother American Dream speaking. His audio was low. You should be able to hear it, but he fixed it later. But he's asking me, is there a connection between hoodoo of Haiti and the spiritual system of ancient Egypt? And this was when my response was yes, when I told him that, hey, hoodoo is actually an ancient Egyptian word, here comes Smash. Here comes Smash with his TLA Google app. With his hieroglyphic app. And he said, well, what consonants do I have to put in my app to find that what you saying is true? Which automatically made him look like a rookie and a sucker in a way. Not in a personal way. But when you ask a question like that, it means a consonant is not what makes a word. All right. The roots, which are made up of consonants, and the vowels, which are interchangeable, can make up is what makes up a word. But when you're dealing with words that originate from older languages, you have to deal with morphemic analysis. You have to deal with dialectical variations in times. Over time, the dialects change, the letters change. Just like the DJ and the Z in Zoser, the word Zoser or Netir. Some people say Netir, some people say Netcher, CH. Some people say DJ, Nedjer. Some people say DZ, Nathar. That's neither here nor there. But he tried to use the same tactic that he used, the diversion tactic, with Reggie. He tried to use it with me. But let's get into the brother American Dream, who is in the building right now. Ask me the question, and then let's see what happened.
Religion seems very similar to modern day Haitian voodoo. And I'm wondering if Khonsu could speak to that a little bit.
The connection between ancient Egyptian religion and modern voodoo?
Just the similarities. It just strikes me as very similar to it.
Oh,
American
absolutely.
Dream, your technology is awful, just to let you know. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, it's
Please
low.
continue.
It's low. Yeah. But you know what? That's another good question too, because we, like I say, we've been doing comparative studies on that, and yes, that's right.
I'm sorry, Khonsu.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. You said my I was low. I took the headphones off. I hope I'm.
Yeah, you sound better now.
understand a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just to be clear on the question is if you could speak a little bit on the similarities between the ancient Egyptian religion and Haitian voodoo, because they seem to be so similar to me just from listening and studying about it. It just seems to be so many parallels.
That's right. And you know what? You're 100% correct, because it is. The reason that it is because, and the word, actually, this was a surprise. I found this out like last year. The word hoodoo, voodoo, hoodoo, juju is from Nigeria, right? When during the slave trade, when the Nigerians brought their spirituality, it became juju. The hoodoo was the Akan with the Ghana tribe, Akan or the Ewe. The Ewe is the voodoo. So the Ewe is the voodoo, the Akan is the hoodoo, the Yoruba is the juju. All of this is the same thing. In fact, the word hoodoo is a Kemetic word. It's in the Medu Neter, and it means to work. Excuse me. I can pull it up. It means to make medicine with plants.
Hold on. What word in the middle? What word is that? Now we just gonna run it. So how are you? I know some source work, but how you saying who?
You hear that? Now that's when brother JJ, that's when the shit hit the fan.
Yeah. Hey, was I on this show? This is the show I came on later.
You came in and something happened. I think he kicked you out.
Yeah.
But I do remember you coming in because he said about this. He said this guy definitely gonna use a lot of tough words.
Come on. That's right. I get kicked out. They better kick me out. Hey, the whole audience is tripping. Go ahead and mute my mic.
Yes. But here's the thing, right? And I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. I didn't know who he was talking about, and Smash was like, "Oh, here's somebody gonna come," and I know he about to use a lot of cuss words. It was JJ 7000. But anyway,
I don't remember. I don't know if I got kicked out or not. I think because Savio was running his mouth. That might be it.
You know how they do. They get sensitive.
You know, Savio ain't on my level, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. They ain't. I told him, man, you gotta go through the gladiator school first. See, brother JJ done been through every top debater on the Conscious Network, damn near, on Sarnetta and all the other platforms, ISUPK, Tazariak, and you ever debated any Muslims, JJ? Muslims or Moors? Have you had any debates with them yet?
No Muslims. No Muslims or Moors.
You know, it's hard to get Muslims in debates. You know why? Because they have their belief, they have such a strong belief system. And this is one thing, and I'm not a Muslim. I've studied Ansar Islam, but Muslims have such a strong tenet of faith, and they have to pray so much and do so much discipline. They don't have time to debate. Then they got to pray 5 to 7 times a day. You ain't got no time to do nothing else. What else do you do in life?
Right.
9 times a day? God damn. I mean, come on now. Lord, that's a lot.
Dedicated.
But anyway, all right. So let's get back to the meat and potatoes, because if me and JJ get started, then we're going to turn this into something else, because me and JJ got that fire. But anyway, so now notice, family. Here's what I want y'all to notice. As soon as I said, and here's the key. This is why the same thing that happened when I was with Garfield and Unc West on the Dagger Squad 3.5 years ago. And I told them that the word Orion star constellation can be found in Egyptian text as Sa. And boy, you should have seen it. And I've got all this archive. I think we may have even discussed this here before. And they came out, they was just all over me. And Sean Harit Sean of the Dagger Squad, he told me that the ancient Egyptians didn't talk about stuff like
Damn,
stars.
that almost sound like him too.
Yeah,
I beat him up a couple times in two
I
debates.
already know, man.
Yeah, man. I've been through the circuit, bro.
Yeah. They didn't talk about this stuff, and you making that up, and I showed them right in a primary text from the pyramid text where it says, "A ramp shall be laid out to thee, to Sahu, to the place where Orion is." I showed him in various Faulkner and various other dictionaries, Budge, where the word Sa translates, or Sahu is mummy, but Sa is, they translate it as the Orion star constellation. And these people, him, Garfield, they told me I'm pseudo, I'm a Nubian, I'm an idiot, and I'm a Yorkite. You know, they always want to mention my master teacher, Dr. York. I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm pseudo. And I showed them right there in the hieroglyphic dictionary. Get what they did, JJ. They kicked me out. They kicked me out.
Oh yeah. Hey man, don't feel bad about getting kicked out, because especially if you bring in that information and they kick you out, then that's why they kicked you out. They couldn't handle it.
Exactly. You ain't gonna kick nobody out unless you're afraid of what they saying. Period.
That's right.
Or unless you think it's gonna challenge what you're teaching. And you see what I'm saying? A true person is gonna stand up like, come on, what you got? Let's go. But a person that's gonna kick you out of the group after all that, the same crap. Same crap, man. And I'm telling you, these people are not contemporaries. Listen to me. I want to say this more than anything. These people are not contemporaries. Smash Rockwell, Garfield, and these people, Brother Jabari, they are not contemporaries nor experts of any of this information. Meaning people don't go into debates quoting from Brother Jabari, who only got one little punk ass book. People don't go, people in colleges, right? They don't go in and quote from Smash Rockwell's book. You get what I'm saying here? So let's keep that in mind for one. I never once ever came on any program saying, I'm Brother Khonsu, I'm the fucking real deal. Everything I say is the truth. Fuck everybody else. Don't listen to nothing else. And I'm the leading contemporary. No, I'm presenting information. I'm presenting it with a scientific method, and I'm challenging these people to counter that. That's all I'm doing. So he immediately, when I said something he wasn't familiar with, you see, people fear, Brother JJ, you know, what they don't understand. So as soon as you say something that's they haven't heard of, can they think they know it all? Can they YouTubians? Like the brother Dr. Umar say, they're YouTubians. Soon as you say something they're unfamiliar with, and especially if you come from a school of thought that they're not a part of, they're gonna attack you off there. Whether they might not know nothing about it, but they're gonna attack you just for that. So this is the attack after he attacked Reggie, after Reggie debunked him, after Reggie proved that he was not fluent in Metaneta, because Reggie asked him, go back to the video, Reggie said, well, tell me, Smash, what is the word retainer in Metaneta? He said, I don't know. I had to pull it up in the TLA. That's the Thesaurus Linguistic Egypticus. It's a
that TLA is garbage, bro. I'm
man,
sorry.
come on. Tell him about
garbage.
That. Man. Tell him about that shit.
That shit is garbage, bro.
Come on, man.
And then it's based off the Rosetta Stone. You're not deciphering the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth dynasties. You're not.
That's right.
Those symbols that they use and come from these goddamn Ptolemies, bro.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he keep pulling up this TLA. Man, tell him about this shit. Excuse my language.
That's because that's all he got to depend. And here's why, Brother JJ 7000. Here's why. When you study in a language, right? You're actually speaking it. When you learn in Hebrew amongst the Hebrew Israelites, whoever it is, once the Hebrew Israelites get together in their communities, they're learning Hebrew. But guess how they're learning it? Not by online. They're learning, of course, from the books and dictionaries and grammar books, but they're learning to speak it and hear it being spoken by other people speaking it.
Right. we don't see these guys. They look. I ain't never seen them do a whole goddamn paragraph. I ain't never seen them. Okay, well, what did this whole paragraph mean? What do we get out of it? It's always one word, and they spend 3 hours on one word.
That's it. You know why? Because the ancient Egyptian language, and as a practitioner of the ancient Egyptian spiritual system, I'm here to tell you, the ancient Egyptian language is a dead language. It has a dead chronological system, right? You have people in the Kemetic community, and you do have scholars that are attempting to reconstruct the language to make it spoken again. But the closest way you do that is by comparing it to living related languages right now. And this is where people like Smash and other people go wrong. But you do have other people like Asarim Hotep and Netaneb who are doing it the right way. And Ojidafo, one of my master teachers of the Hoodoo Akan tradition, and of course my big master teacher, Baba Yanun, Dr. Malachi York, who is a certified linguist, graduated from the University of Al-Azhar in Egypt, Cairo in Egypt, Al-Azhar in Sudan, and have a PhD in theology and linguistics. Here's another contestation what I had with Dr. Reggie. Brother Jabari, and me and Dr. Reggie agreed on this, right? Jabari claims to be a Kemetic priest, but he admits he's not proficient in the Metanetta. He says his wife is better than him. So in actuality, his wife should be the Hemetat Netertepi. Because if he says he's a Hem Netertepi, which is a husband, chief husband of the gods, him, the Hemetat, when you put the T on the end, the female, she should be the head priest, and he should be sitting his ass in the background learning from her. That's all I'm saying. These are little things that we have to critique in the community. It's important, especially when you have people charging $3,000 and $4,000 for online courses, claiming they're gonna make somebody a damn Egyptian priest in a year or two online once a month, when it took the ancient Kemetiu up to sometimes 40 years just to complete the schools and be initiated as a priest. But anyway, we ain't on that. Let's get back to the topic. All right. Now, this is where he begins to attack me because of his lack of knowledge of hoodoo. He don't know who hoodoo is. And when I said it was Egyptian origin, he thought he was like, you know what he thought? He thought, ooh, I got him. He automatically thought it was an automatic embarrassment. But guess what happened? Let's continue.
What consonants do you have in that word?
I can pull it up.
I know you just about to put Budge on the screen. Don't even do it over here, bro. You know that.
Now listen. Now, here's another thing. I know you just about to pull Budge on the screen. Don't do it over here, bro. He's basically saying Wallace Budge dictionary is no good.
But he uses it.
Thank you.
All the time. What the hell wrong with this guy? I done caught him. Him and Jabari, all of them.
Oh my God. Listen, we have to, Brother JJ, because it's the most comprehensive dictionary on the Egyptian language that we have.
That's the only one you can use until you do something like Commission, who's trying to, decipher it and things of that nature. But until then, we got to go by what Bud say.
You have Dr. Raketi Amen. Mfundishi is a student of Dr. Raketi Amen. They're trying to reconstruct the Metanetta, right? and that's cool, but they're gonna have to put a whole dictionary together. You know how hard, you know how that'll take into the end of our children's lifetime.
Well, they better get on it, because until then, we gotta listen to copulate between buttocks. And they say they got that in the writing. But
Exactly.
I mean, maybe it don't really mean that. But until the end, until y'all re-decipher it, this what y'all gotta go with.
But here's the thing, and here's where these guys are going wrong. Here's where they're going wrong. I did a video about this. Smash, all of them. They're trying to take a culture that's between 6,000 and 10,000 years old, right? And take us right now in 2023 as whatever you want to call us in the diaspora. We say Africans of the diaspora, meaning we came from the African continent. We brought here through slavery. Some of us was already here. Whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
But they're trying to go from 2023 to 10,000 BC without connecting any dots in between. JJ, you
right?
get
No dots in between.
And that's where they falling off at.
I have a few questions. Peace to
Oh,
y'all.
hold on. We got somebody on the panel. We got the brother outside the cube in the building. Go ahead, brother.
Hold on, Q. Hold on, Q.
No, I want to let him finish. Yeah, I want to let him finish what he's saying, and I have.
I'm almost done.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
I'm gonna take all your questions, Q.
We staying with the topic at hand now.
I'm gonna make you famous. I'm gonna make you famous after this, Q. Just be patient.
Are you gonna take all my questions, bro? Are you gonna take all my questions?
I'm gonna take all of them, brother. But we want to stick to this. This is important. After that, I will take your question. I promise. All right. All right. So let's finish this because here's what's strange, brother JJ. The same way he did the diversion tactics to freaking brother Reggie, and me and brother Reggie don't agree. Brother Reggie's, I guess he's an atheist. He said Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark was an atheist. I don't think they were. Matter of fact, I know for a fact Dr. Ben was a Mason and a Shriner, and to be a Mason or a Shriner, you have to believe in some kind of higher power. Whether he left and was a renegade, whatever. But I'm not saying that I'm on Reggie's side. Is the point I'm trying to get to. I'm not saying I'm on Smash's side. I'm not on either side. I'm on Truth side, and I'm my own independent researcher. So I'm critiquing shit.
I'll be right back. Black Jesus calling. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So Smash is on the hot seat. So soon as I mentioned Hoodoo being in the metanetter, he questioned me. Let's see what happened. No. I'm gonna show you. No, brother. I'm gonna show you the word hoodoo. Not above his opinion. I'm gonna show you from the clip.
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
gonna transliterate it first.
There you
Then
go.
I'm gonna translate it.
Come on, hoodoo, what's up?
Yeah,
So I was just asking so I could first see if academia corroborates your. You know how we do over here. Every time I say something, I run it through the dictionary.
That's not what he meant. But listen, you heard that? He said every time I say something, I run it through the dictionary. And what he's saying is, if he don't find it in the TLA, thesaurus, Egypticus, the Egyptian thesaurus, French really is what it's coming from. Champollion was a French. A lot of the Muslim family don't know that the original Qurans that they have was translated in French, then into English. But he's saying I'm gonna run it through here first. This is my say all be all. If I can't find it, here's bullshit. We're gonna prove that wrong. Because there's something called the historical comparative linguistic analysis method. And this is how you prove that there are languages today spoken in Africa that are related to the language of ancient Kemet. So let's continue. But he tried. So now he's saying, all right, go ahead, go do it. Find what you can find, blah, 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 blah. So what I first pull up is, I told him I'm going to show him the word hoodoo in Egyptian. But that's not what I first pull up. What I first pull up is actually the article, the source. Where I first heard this mention Then I went on to do my own research from Ojidafo.com, which is my master teacher of the Akamfo Hoodoo tradition. Soon as I did that, he started trying to do the same thing, buck dancing and making fun, just all this. So let's see.
I ain't gonna just do that, but
Hold on, dude. So, my good brother, now I know you do. You said it ain't no Nuwapic metal nature, but we got some metal nature in front.
Oh, then they tried to say that this what I oh, because he had Unc on, and I started to tell him before Unc came on. I started to tell him, listen, keep Unc out of this because me and him are arch enemies. But he let Unc on. I pulled up this source. He thought that the hieroglyphic writing you see here, he thought that was my evidence that I was bringing forth, but it wasn't. He didn't even let me go into page 1 of the book. The same way he didn't let brother Reggie go into the whole 300 something pages of his book. Brother Reggie was like, it's a 300 something page book. You were at 40 pages of it. Now you trying to debunk it? You didn't read the whole book. He did the same thing here. He did the same thing here.
All right, cool, perfect. That's what's up.
So let's finish this up, and then I'm gonna show where I debunked him.
And get ready for a response.
Oh no, don't need the rebuttal because that wasn't your work. Oh, you standing behind? Right? You standing behind? It just ain't cool like that.
You know the fickle man beating them up the planet risk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah.
don't shoot the fickle man.
What's up, American Dream? You still shooting at me? Hey, them little spears you be chucking, American Dream, you gotta go work on your arms, bro. Come on.
Peace, Smash. Peace to the family.
How you doing, Brenda? Good to see you. Thanks for tapping in.
Peace.
She don't kill a fish. What's going on, man?
Do you agree with Khonsu Smash that there are similarities and parallels between ancient Egyptian religion and Haitian voodoo?
To an extent. Yeah. To an extent, yeah, I can't disagree with that. But when we start talking about we got a primary and then it just be that just was a mistake.
I never said primary. Then he said he agrees to an extent that hoodoo is Egyptian in origin, yet he knows nothing about it. He didn't even know the word was in the metadata dictionary. Fraud. Phony, hip-hop, pothead, wannabe Egyptologist. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Nothing. But he spends maybe too much time smoking pot instead of studying.
Can we get to our conversation?
Hold on, player. Hold on, player. This is my topic. This is my show. Wait till the question and answer. Mr. Nobody. Anyway, so he's totally doubting everything I'm saying. He's saying that hoodoo is not Egyptian. I'm a Nuwapian, retard, pseudo, blah, 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 blah. But then when the brother American Dream asked him, so, hey, are you agreeing with Khonsu? Get what Khonsu say. Get what he say to a certain extent, and you ain't even studied it. You doubting that the word even exists in the language. So, enough with that. Let's get into the direct rebuttal. Point for point. I'm going to show hoodoo in the Medunetra. I'm going to prove point for. I already did this. And you can find this video in full on Brother Khonsu, ! Brother Khonsu, ! Is hoodoo ancient Egyptian in origin? Human sacrifice in ancient Kemet and Nubia? And who were the Hyksos? Those were my exact. Let me share my screen. Those are my exact rebuttals to Smash, because those were the exact contentions that we had. So The first thing was about the Hyksos. The first thing was about the Hyksos, right? But before we get to that, since we're on the hoodoo part, let's go ahead and stay there. Because remember, before I got it, he didn't even let me get into my presentation. So hold on. Yeah, so he didn't let me get into my presentation the same way he didn't let Brother Reggie get into his presentation. Why? Because don't nobody want nobody coming on their panel embarrassing them when they know they kicking bullshit. When they know they kicking bullshit, they know they can't have nobody smarter than them on the panel. Or at least close, or at least a logical thinker who can ask good questions. They don't want that. They don't want that. So this right here is my point for point rebuttal, right? He said that he contested whether it was the source that I pulled. He tried to say that was the source I was going to use. Then he mentioned Wallace Budge. Yeah, he uses. Well, I asked him. I'm going to show you the screenshot where I asked him. I said, if you contesting Wallace Budge, then why haven't you presented an Egyptian dictionary of your own? How am I going to contest the writer of a dictionary, right? How am I going to contest the writer of a dictionary and I haven't corrected the dictionary? It's nonsense. Put in some work. Put in some real work, not hiding behind a YouTube screen. That's the thing. You people aren't even practitioners of the culture. You American Negroes. You say, some people say, I look white. I'm mixed. So what would I look like? I've been a practitioner of African culture since I was 16 years old. I'm about to be 37. Stop playing with me. Clowns? How many African languages do you know? What's your tribe? What spiritual system do you practice? So we're gonna get into this and we're gonna stop this, because my honest belief is that a lot of these people in this so-called conscious community are trying to whitewash shit, trying to take us, especially Ankh and these atheist Africans and stuff. Oh man. So anyway, we're gonna bust his head because he contested that the word hoodoo was not Egyptian in origin. So let's bust his head real quick. So by me saying hoodoo is an ancient Egyptian word, we have to be able to prove it. Now, it's in the Wallace Budge dictionary. We find in the word utu, right, which means plant. Okay. It's also variations of that word. Matter of fact, let me just go back to that real quick first. All right. So you got here, oot. The chick, of course, U sound, and the low tet is the T, oot. Here's the determinative, which is a leaf for a plant or vegetables. U-T determinative, right there, right? Now, he wants to say, in the first, now, let me ask you this too real quick, Emre. Well, show me in the primary text. Or is it in the primary text? And you pulling up something from something. He ain't even let me. Uduru.
Hoodoo mean in West Africa?
Boom. That's the question. Now, if you go to a basic Google search, Wikipedia, you will see the word hoodoo. Let's read. It says, the first documentation of the word hoodoo in the English language appeared in 1870. Its origins are obscure, but it is believed to originate as an alteration of the word voodoo, a word that has its origins in the Gebe language, such as the Iwe, which is a tribe of Ghana, Adja language and Fon languages of Ghana, Togo, and Benin, referring to divinity. The Akan word Udu, which is spelled with an O, Udu, meaning medicine, is also considered to be of possible etymological origin. Now, this right here is from the Ashanti Fanti Dictionary of the Twi language that they speak right now in Ghana, West Africa. And the way they pronounce it is Uduru. And if you, let me click on this. Boom. Uduru. It won't let me blow this up as big, but this is from the Johann Gottlieb Christaller Dictionary, Asante Fonte Dictionary. All right. It's an Akan English dictionary. All right. From Harvard University. The definition for that Uduru, which is highlighted, matter of fact, I can show you better here. Wait a minute. I can show you better on the PDF from my source from the brother Ojidafo. And he sources it in his book from the same exact dictionary, that Asante Fonte Dictionary. But you could just see it a little better and bigger. I can blow it up on this one. Because that's another thing. When I pulled it up, when I first pulled this up, immediately I was interrupted. Oh, you pulling up something from something? He didn't even let me get through in 5 minutes of my presentation because he knew I was onto something because I sounded confident. Because of course I am confident because I know what the fuck we know what we talking about. Anyway, let me show this real quick. This is from Ojidafo. This is my master teacher as far as the Akan tradition or hoodoo tradition. Now he seen this and immediately started laughing with him and his little fake crew and Aunt West and all them. Oh, what is this? Where's the H? He asked me, where's the H right here? Like there has to be an H. But this is how you would transcribe hoodoo people from English to Medunetter. So like if a person had a name and they say, I wonder how I can write my name in Medunetter. You can transcribe your name or you can transliterate your English name into the alphabet of the hieroglyphics. And that's what this is.
Right. And you know, and then present it. Presented. I mean, you're making very strong points. And the word uju means to make healthy in the glyphs.
Wow.
Right, and it's spelled with a plant.
Wow.
And, you know, so you would just have to present these things in a scholarly format.
Now, here's what's important, family. Here's what's extremely important. Is here's what's important, right? And here's why Brother Smash Rockwell was in doubt that there was a Kemetic or Egyptian origin to the word hoodoo. Because he asked me, what consonants do I have to type into my TLA to find the word? Soon as he asked me that, I knew. And I'm not an expert of Medunetter. I'm an apprentice Medunetter reader. I can read, but not at an expert level. I can read at an apprentice level. But what makes me a strong apprentice is because I can relate what's in the Medunetter to living African languages today. This is something that most of these guys fail to do. We talked about the gap between now and 10,000 years ago, right? So instead of me trying to go 10,000 years back, I can do what Baba, may peace and blessings be upon him, Baba Sheikh Anta Diop, the Senegalese scholar, who proved unequivocally through DNA testing that the Pharaoh Ramesses was E1B1A haplogroup. He also proved that the language, the Senegalese Wolof language, was a direct cognate or had a genetic relationship or a common ancestry to the ancient Egyptian language. In other words, He used the living language of the Senegalese, Wolof, to help confirm what is in the glyphs of Wallace Budge Dictionary. Meaning, if I am a critic of Wallace Budge, then what I would have to do would be to take the Wallace Budge Dictionary, look for words in there, and see if I can find them in other related languages, modern, living related languages. Then I would be able to give credence to Wallace Budge's translations, and we did that. You see, we did just that with the Asante Fonte Dictionary. When we pulled up the word, the hoodoo, udu, udwa, and it all ties into medicine and plants. Hold on. Right here. In Ghana, West Africa. And the way they pronounce it is uduru. And if you, let me click on this. Boom. And Gotland Dictionary of the Twi language. But for the word utu itself is plants or vegetables. Now,
Okay, so what is the word hoodoo mean in West Africa?
Boom. That's the question. Now, you go to basic Google search, Wikipedia. You'll see the word hoodoo. Let's read. It says, the first documentation of the word hoodoo in the English language appeared in 1870. Its origins are obscure, but it is believed to originate as an alteration of the word hoodoo, a word that has its origins in the Gebe language, such as the Iwe, which is a tribe of Ghana, Abja language, and Fon languages of Ghana, Togo, and Benin, referring to divinity. The Akan word udu, which is spelled with an O, udu, meaning medicine, is also considered to be of possible etymological origin. Now, this right here is from the Ashanti Fonte Dictionary of the Twi language that they speak right now in Ghana, West Africa. And the way they pronounce it is uduru. And if you, let me click on this. Boom. Uduru, it won't let me blow this up as big, but this is from the Johann Gottlieb Chrysler Dictionary, Asante Fonte Dictionary. All right, it's an Akan English dictionary. All right, from Harvard University. The definition for that uduru, which is highlighted, matter of fact, I can show you better here. Wait a minute. I can show you better on the PDF from my source from the brother Giafo. And he sources it in his book from the same exact dictionary, that Asante Fonte Dictionary. But you can just see it a little better and bigger. I can blow it up on this one. Because that's another thing. When I pulled it up, when I first pulled this up, immediately I was in the room, oh, you pulling up something. He ain't let me get through 5 minutes of my presentation. Because he knew I was onto something, because I sounded confident, because of course I am confident, because I know what the fuck, we know what we talking about. Anyway, let me show this real quick. This is from Ojidafo. This is my master teacher as far as the Akan tradition or hoodoo tradition. Now, he seen this and immediately started laughing with him and his little fake crew and Aunt West and all them. Oh, what is this? Where's the H? He asked me, where's the H right here? Like there has to be an H. But this is how you would transcribe hoodoo people from English to Metanetter. So, like if a person had a name and they say, I wonder how I can write my name in Metanetter. You can transcribe your name, or you can transliterate your English name into the into the alphabet of the hieroglyphics, and that's what this is. Hoodoo people. And then, of course, it's determined to perform, you know, people from somewhere else or whatever, because of the North America, Africans in North America. Anyway, he took that and tried to literally think that was my source, brother Emery. Like, that's all I was gonna show him. Be like, yeah, that's it right there. He didn't even let me finish my presentation. Anyway, this is a blow up of the same Odudu that we just seen in the Asante Fonte dictionary, but we can see it clearer here. Odudu, powder, medicine, drug, psychic, medicine for sickness. And then here we have, it's also another form, or adua. It's got the same root. And it all is related to plants, dua, plants. Well, we see the utu, and we know T and D is interchangeable.
All right, cause somebody mute their mic. It's an echo.
The determinative here in Kemet. So in the same Asante Fonte dictionary, we find the Ndudu, medicine, medicinal substance, Ndua, tree, plant, plants, and animals, as the same one we see right here in Utu, plants, animals. Now let's tie it together. This is called the historical comparative method. This is how we know that Budge was right here. He was correct right here, because we can go right to another living language and find the exact same word and exact same meaning. Why does this relate to hoodoo? Hoodoo is what they call root workers. What is a root? A plant. What is work? Medicine. A juju bag. Medicine.
Juju. You got a juju. We got juju in the audience.
100% with you. But the thing that you would have to do is you would have to write an article,
a scientific journal.
Right, and you know, and then present it. And present it. I mean, you're making very strong points. And the word uju means to make healthy in the glyphs.
Wow.
Right, and it's spelled with a plant.
Wow.
And, you know, so you would just have to present these things in a scholarly format.
Now, here's some key points I want to show. Then we can go into the meat and potatoes.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Khonsu, real quick. Hey, Cube, come on, man. Chill out in the audience, please.
Yeah, Cube, you got to chill, my brother.
You got to chill, man.
You can't question me. At this point, you can't question me. Somebody else can question me, but not you. You I don't know what you're doing.
You're doing too much, talking about, you know, your private parts. Come on,
you
Cube.
tripping, homie.
Sister Kramer, get Sister Juju a wrench, please, so she don't, her comments don't get erased by people. But yeah, man, come on, Cube.
You got it.
All right, thank you, Queen.
All right, so what we showed there, basically, guys. What let me stop my screen. Hold on. Cancel. All right. So what we showed there was a comparative analysis of the proof of the work, and here's what it is. Hoodoo is root work. For any people in the South, African American, such as myself, I'm born and raised in Georgia. Root work is something that I've heard about since I was a kid, from aunties, uncles, grandmas. You know, I never knew what it was as a kid until I got older. And it is root work. Root is plants, you know, all kind of roots. Hibiscus, you got yellow root, you got burdock root, you got all kind of herbal teas. You have what's popular now, sea moss, and all these other herbs, right? And that's all that is. Okay. Root work means herbal work, plant work. To seek, right? To seek out plants for medicinal purposes. The root of that word is utu, which means plants. The plants is where you get the medicine. In the Akan Twi language, it literally says medicine derived from plants. 100% irrefutable proof that hoodoo, voodoo, juju, and all of that is Kemetic or ancient Egyptian in origin. This is a huge rebuttal. People, a lot of people who are not too scholastic won't understand it. This is a huge rebuttal because the man basically was saying that something didn't exist, and I proved to him that it did, and showed a connection. Why? These West African tribes that we call Ghana, Akan, Iwe, right? From Ghana. In their traditions, they say that they come from the Nile Valley. The ancient Kemetic, Kemetiu, and the ancient Nehisu, the Nubians, the Egyptians, right? And when they migrated from East to West Africa, they brought many of these customs with them. They also brought the language with them. Of course, it's not the exact same, but it's what's called a cognate. And in linguistic terms, the word cognate means it has a genetic relationship and shares the same ancestral origin or mother tongue.
Are you trying to share your screen, family? Because we don't see none. Or are you just talking?
No, I'm done. I stopped.
Okay.
I done sharing my screen. I was just giving wrapping it all up.
Okay.
But that's the essence of this. I mean, and the reason I'm saying that is because then the Hyksos, I didn't even get into that, but we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that too. He's trying to say Hyksos. We'll get into that, but first, let's take some questions. Let's open up the smoke show. JJ, you know we ready. I see a question right here. Imana. She says, "Can I answer that?"
Yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
Wait a minute. It's a lot. Hold on. Whoa. Let me scroll back. Lord have mercy. It's a million comments. I've seen some good ones, but it is a lot of them. But I've seen one that. Okay, this is a real good question, and I know it's a joke. Forever Food at 9:25 p.m. It looks like a female, a divine feminine. Greetings, sister. She says, I have a question, Khonsu. What's the point of learning a dead language? That's such a good question. JJ, no. That is such a freaking good question. Because you know why? Even though she said, so you seem interesting at dinner parties. Oh, I am. You want to take me out to dinner? We can go to the Cheesecake Factory in Atlanta, Georgia. Hit me up.
Shit. Khonsu on the move.
But no. That is a good question. She said, "What's the point of learning a dead language?"
I don't understand it either because they be on these kinetic panels and they spend 3 hours on one word.
Right.
They never read a whole paragraph. I never see them conversating with each other in the language that they're reading. I never see.
Here's why. All right. The point of learning a dead language. All right. You can't learn to necessarily speak a dead language, but you can learn to decipher and read and write that language. The speaking part is a whole nother ball game. I ain't even gonna get into that. But the point is to learn how to decipher and translate. Well, first you have to transliterate. All right. This first step is to transliterate. What is transliteration? Transliteration is when you take the hieroglyphic image or the alphabet, let's say the wavy lines, which represents the N, right? You would take that and you would take the wavy line and you would turn that into an N, right? Then let's say the next symbol was a chick bird or the U. Then you would write a U. That's transliteration. After you transliterate it, then you would take all those, let's say N-U-K, right? Nook or I am, Anuki, Nook, I am. You would transliterate it from the hieroglyphics to the English script, then translate it. So you can't really speak it, but there are languages that exist today that are related to that ancient language. So it's almost kind of like you're not speaking it. It's of course in its exact form, but you are speaking it. I'm gonna give another good example. Eleazar ben Yehuda. Google this, family. Eleazar ben Yehuda. He was the brother. That's right. What's up, my brother Judah Naz in the building? Judah Naz, a Nuki, a Knack. I am. That's right. Judah Naz know about the language. Judah Naz was there when I busted Tahuti's ass. Didn't you just have one Tahuti back on here recently, JJ?
No, that was an old video.
Oh, okay. You re-showed it. Okay.
Tahuti haven't been back since him and I debated.
Yeah, he been on Killer Priest show, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he over there anymore. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, he's trying to bend spoons and make spiders.
That what Tahuti doing over there?
Oh, he told me that. No. He told me that. He told me he could bend spoons. And
well, he a magician. You know that, right?
Well, I know. I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that. He ain't proved it, but he ain't showed me that he can bend the fucking spoon. But you know, maybe he can.
It's been reported to me that a lot of people have seen him do magic on the screen. I ain't seen him do nothing. All I seen was that goddamn spider and that snake. That's it.
Man, he love that. It's a possibility. It's
like, hey, if some people can catch it, some people can catch it, man. You know.
Yeah.
You know, his little magical powers didn't work during the debate. You see, during our debate. You see, I had a spider on my hat too. Did y'all see my spider hat? I wore that hat on purpose because I wanted y'all to stay focused on my hat and not his spider. Pay attention. Go back and look at the colors in my hat. It had a black spider on the hat. I did that on purpose. Because see, when Tahuti come to the debate, he wants you to focus on the spider and the snake. Especially when he's not talking. You know, then he's patting them and doing all that. So then you're looking over at him and you're not focused on, on the other person. It's all a gimmick. Go ahead, Khonsu.
It's a distraction.
That's no shot. That's no disrespect to Tahuti, but that's why I wore that hat. I knew that my hat was full of colors and it had a black spider on it, and it was two spiders in the goddamn debate. You know, except mine. You know, I think both of them was dead because I ain't never seen his spider move neither. Go ahead. He got that spider stapled on there. That damn spider ain't never moved. Shout out to Tahuti.
No, dude. I don't know if you remember. He said it live in the den. That he can make a bend. He can bend the spoon with his mind.
I think I kind of remember that.
I'm telling you, I got it on film. He said it. I recorded it, and it's okay, but come on, brother. God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You trying to call out people being pseudo, and you sitting up here talking about some shit like that. You got to stop. But anywho, I hope that was a good answer to the sister. What's the point of learning a dead language? Right now, let me say this: Dr. Raketti Amin, who is a sister, who is a African sister, African American, whatever she want to call herself, African of the diaspora, and she's a student of Sheikh Antijote, and she's attempting to reconstruct the Kemetic language. She's created. That's what I'm talking about. Eleazar ben Yehuda. He was the one that reconstructed the Hebrew language and had to create thousands of new words in order to do it. Because when you're dealing with an old language, like a dead language, you have to. They use Coptic to revitalize the metadata or to translate the meta to decipher. But now we're using Bantu languages. Sheikh Antijote really crunk it up when he did it with the Wolof. Now you got Theophilo Benga, who is a student and a colleague of Sheikh Antijote, who's showing phonetic correspondences between the Yoruba language of the Yoruba of Nigeria and the ancient Egyptian language. In my school of thought, Nuwapic, Nuwapians, we show correspondence between the Nuwapian or the Sabaean or the Sabbatic language and the ancient Egyptian language. My master teacher of Akan tradition, or the Twi language of Wuakamfo, is showing correspondences between that language and ancient Egyptian. We in a new day and time, brother. We in a new day and time. We are. I'm not. Listen, brother Khonsu ain't just on here blowing smoke up your ass. We researching. We putting out material. We putting out books. I got 2 books now, working on a 3rd. We have the Bantu Research Society of Sabau. We are studying. We are
3 books.
That's right. And we have to upgrade everything that all our elders came before us. Noble Jew Ali, Yahweh ben Yahweh, Dr. Malachi York, Elijah Muhammad, Marcus Garvey. We have to continue those teachings, upgrade and update those teachings, and keep them alive. And that's what we're doing. So, that answered that. What's the purpose of learning a dead language?
We got somebody in the audience. Let me read this. Brother Rosserman said, Wolof has nothing to do with Egyptian language. Hashtag pseudo.
Who said that? Let me. Okay.
Brother Rosterman.
Rosterman, I challenge you to that easily. And let me show you why, Brother JJ. Brother JJ, you know Brother Khonsu got the receipts. Let me share my screen.
Hey, Rosterman don't know who he dealing with, do he? Rosterman, you might want to get on here.
Oh, a lot of mercy. And I love the Rasta brothers, and I love Bob Marley, but I will. You see what I did to Zion? What happened to Zion?
He's still around.
I know he's still around, but I can't debate Zion no more. It's almost a waste. But Kofi now, I really had. I had Kofi ready to freaking fly from Europe or freaking Britain, wherever the hell he at.
Yeah, I forgot you and Kofi debated, man.
Man, Kofi went in on that debate.
We got some classic debates, man, back here. We had everybody back here too, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a good debate. That was a good debate. All right. So now, let me pull this up for the brother. He said, it's a lie that what now? It's a lie that
the brother said that Wolof,
right.
Read it again. You got it?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Wolof has nothing to do with Egyptian language. That's pseudo.
Gotcha.
According to Brother Rosterman.
All right. I'm about to debunk that really, really quick. All right. Okay. All right. And what's funny, Brother JJ, is the exact same thing. I just freaking did a show on my page where somebody was saying that the Yoruba language wasn't related. And I just showed them. And guess what? How I showed them? The same way I'm going to show them with the Wolof, because Yoruba and Wolof both belong to the same language family. So let me show that real quick. And people, this is what we're saying. All we're saying is stop believing these people just because Smashwell got fucking 10,000 followers, or just because all these people got all these followers. That don't mean nothing. Nothing. All right. So let me pull up my screen, Brother JJ, because we taking them to school. JJ 7000. We're done with all the crap. One thing I can say about brother Reggie is I love to see Brother Reggie get worked up, because it's rare, right? Because he keeps it so, scholarly most of the time. But sometimes
he do get worked up though.
He get worked up. But when he does, it throws him off his square. But see, when people like me, you, Black Jesus Minister, which is still, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm saying it right now. This is Brother Khonsu. Black Jesus Minister is my favorite debater. Yes, I said it right here tonight. What time is it? 9:55 Eastern, 9:10. Black Jesus Minister is my favorite debater.
There you go.
He intense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He and he's sharp. You know what I'm saying? He's sharp too. And he's the most entertaining. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
The Black Jesus Minister polite debate, Lord have mercy. I can watch that over and over and over. I ain't gonna lie.
I have stripped your heart, boy. Shit funny.
Man,
Polite was looking down, looking sad. He said that at the perfect moment. I have snatched your heart, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Jesus he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
All right, so let me share my screen. And like I say, so we already proved that Smash Rockwell was wrong. I proved that hoodoo is Kemetic in origin. I'm gonna show a small clip of the Hyksos thing. I don't want to give too much because I want to draw him into a debate. I don't think he will. I don't think he will debate me, but you know, he's already been running. I commented on the last one where Nile Valley Hebrew was tearing him up.
He been running from Commission too. Commission been.
Oh really?
Had him run. Yeah, man. So Commission been on his neck.
He in the crosshairs.
You didn't know that? Yeah, I mean
that.
Yeah.
He in the crosshairs. All right, let me show this. Right.
I mean, I like Smash. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's
Right.
you know, he gonna have to get rid of that little TLA and just. I mean, he got to do something better than that, man.
Right. All right, so let me share my screen. Yeah, he got to step it up. He got to step it up. TLA. And then you ask him if you know French, he'll look at you like you stupid because that's really it's a French website.
Oh no! Say it ain't so.
Yes, French. Linguistic Algiptis Theology. It's the freaking thesaurus of the Egyptian language in French.
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, but why? Why? Because Champollion was French. The French.
Yeah, parlez-vous français?
Thank you. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, Smash! You're using a TLA coming from the French
and don't know French.
You didn't tell me about this, Smash.
Oh Lord.
Get
on.
Oh, there's the French connection, huh? Yeah. Yep, Champollion was French. You're right.
JJ, here's the thing, JJ. You can run from the truth. But guess what? You can't run from yourself. You can't hide. You can't run from yourself. You can lie to people, but you can't lie to yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I'm not saying that I'm the freaking say all be all. I'm just saying.
Hey, now listen. There's a couple Smasher lights in the audience. I'm just letting you know.
Smasher lights?
There's a couple Smasher lights.
Put the link in for the Smashites.
He got a couple sisters rocking with him. He got Forever Food said he ain't Smash ain't dumb. I am Mana, Sister Jalinda. So Smash got a couple of ladies looking out for him, man. I don't know. I'll just let you know.
That's all.
Yeah.
All right. So let me answer this brother's question. Who said?
All right, go ahead, man.
Who was that Rasta man? The liar, Rasta man, who said Wolof has nothing to do with ancient Egyptian. That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
So what I pulled up was just a basic Wikipedia search of the Wolof language, right? Wikipedia is or Google or whatever is a search engine. In that search engine, it shows you the sources that's used in those search engines. Okay. Wolof language, right? Wolofal, Senegal. Where's Senegal? We know all Senegal is in West Africa. It's where Sheikh Anta Diop is from.
Sister Nandy, wow.
Wolof is a language of Senegal, Mauritania, and Gambia, and the native language of the Wolof people. Who are the Wolof people? The Wolof people are a West African ethnic group found in northwestern Senegal, Gambia, and southwestern coastal Mauritania. Okay? They refer to themselves as Wolof and speak Wolof language in the West Atlantic branch of the Niger-Congo family of languages. And we're going to keep that term right there is the dagger in Rastaman's neck. Niger-Congo family of languages, right? What we going to read on? The early history is unclear. Here's something I wanted to people to know. A lot of people like jollof rice. I love jollof rice. My stepfather is a Yoruban of Abuja City, Nigeria. He makes jollof rice. Nigerians are famous for jollof rice, but jollof rice is really from Senegal. Wolof and jollof, the W and the J, that's called a dialectical variation, or they're interchangeable, the W and the J. So Wolof and jollof is the same word. So jollof rice, this famous West African rice, is Senegalese. It's not Nigerian. A lot of people think it's Nigerian because the Nigerians, you know, they on top. Or, you know, the Yorubans, the Yorubans. A lot of people don't know. Fun fact: Houston, Texas, has the largest population of Nigerian West Africans than any outside of Africa. Houston, Texas. Yorubans, the Nigerians, they have migrated to every damn near country on the face of the earth. They are they travel. You know what I'm saying? They are people. That's why their history is shrouded in mystery. But I just want to throw that fun fact out there. So Wolof people, Wolof language is part of the Niger-Congo language. Niger-Congo family. Now we go to Niger-Congo. We'll see that the proto-language, Proto-Niger-Congo, subdivided into Dogon, Mande, and different various ones, but the geographic distribution is Africa.
Teach, Khonsu.
Niger-Congo is a hypothetical language family spoken over the majority of sub-Saharan Africa. Now, if you read down, it says it is valid. It would be the third largest language family in the world by number of native speakers, comprising around 700 million people as of 2015. Did you hear that? It says within the Niger-Congo, the Bantu languages alone account for 350 million people. It says the most widely spoken Niger-Congo languages by number of native speakers are Yoruba, Ifa, Fula, that's Nigeria, Shona, Sesotho, Zulu, that's South Africa, Akan, that's Ghana, and Moray. It says so what they're saying is that the Wolof language belongs to the Niger-Congo Bantu classification, right? Now, I'm about to show you now, Brother JJ7000, and to the viewing audience, a correspondence chart between the genetic relationship of that language and the ancient Egyptian language. On the left, Brother JJ, Sister Karima, Lions Den, the viewing audience. On the left, you have Egyptian. On the right, you have Wolof. This is a correspondence chart showing the genetic relationship between two languages, and it is determined by examining the basic vocabulary where there is syntax correspondence. Syntax correspondence between the two languages in a larger number of basic words, such as body parts, lower numerals, and natural objects. The existence of a genetic relationship cannot be in doubt. Cannot be in doubt. So to Rastaman, until you present something that shows that the Wolof and Egyptian is not related genetically, I suggest you stick to the sideline, my brother, and stay in your place as a viewing audience of the Lion's Den. Any more questions? Okay, I see one right here. All right, so any Smashites? The one any
Smashing lights.
any Smashites want to come on? Come on. Okay, now so until we get any more questions, then we can get into the last point, which is the Hyksos, his where he dropped the ball on where he said the attestation between the Hyksos and how he said the Hyksos were Nubians or whatnot. Okay, let me pull this up. And I'm gonna show the screenshots how it all started. Right here. All right. Let me share my screen.
So did he agree to have a discussion or debate with you or what?
No, he ran. I'm gonna show you the screenshots where when I did the first rebuttal, he commented on. He was on my live. He commented. He said, "I have the rebuttal. Send me the link." And he never showed up.
Man, that's unlike Smash. I ain't never known him to run.
I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it, JJ. I'm gonna show it. He running.
Y'all don't see it here first in the Lions Den. Smash running.
I screenshotted it.
Screenshot.
Let me share my screen.
Damn, Smash. You didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, he fucked up big time. For real, for real. All right. All right, so before I do that, I'm gonna show where I quickly rebutted him on the Hyksos thing, right? Then I'm gonna show where he commented on my video, said drop the link. I dropped the link. He never came. All right. Okay, here we go.
Culture and watered down.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you broke it down like that is that's the missing link. That's the missing link because people don't know how to put the puzzle pieces together.
No, because the problem is
all right, let me unmute myself. So if you look at the screen, you see this is a screenshot from me commenting on his page, on his show about the Hyksos, right? And my comment was, Hyksos were foreign invaders, the Amu Asiatics. Nubians are native to the Nile. Smash Rockwell said, peace. Heka Kasut, which is the Kemetic way of saying Hyksos, ain't a people. The attestation I pulled in this video shows that it's used for Nubian rulers. He said they weren't even a people at all. Then I said at the bottom, you're wrong. Because y'all know that I tell it how it is. Let's see what happened from that. Hold on.
So the problem is,
I've already showed the Akan tweet origin of who. Thank you.
you know,
Thank you.
yeah, it
They're
happened
trying
just
to
like that.
hide the link between West and East Africa. That's just like trying to hide the link that the original Egyptians was African, which is what Sheikh and Baba Sheikh, peace and blessings upon Baba Sheikh and to Joe. You know, that's one of the one of his things that he did. He showed and proved it. You know. Now, let's get into the last phase of this because I've already challenged Brother Smash to a debate. I've already showed the Akan tweet origin of hoodoo, and I've showed Utu in the glyphs, which mean the same thing: plants, medicine, and I've tied in it, right? Then we spoke briefly about the human retainer sacrifices. We know that it exists. We know that it even existed during the time of Shaka Zulu. We know that it exists. I mean, and it's something that it's not a good or bad thing. It's just saying that it existed. It's not something that they made up. It's not something that the Europeans interpreted it as. It is in the text. It's in the primaries. But also, brother, check this out. I don't know if you heard this, but this is something new. Not necessarily new, but a new topic that these guys in this conscious community are trying to do is say this. So the brother was doing a video, Smash Rockwell. He was doing a video, and he said, and the Hyksos, he was, and I was kind of confused. I was like, what is this brother saying? And what I think the brother was saying, well, I'm looking on this video, and he said, I said the Hyksos were foreign invaders, the Amu or Asiatics. I said Nubians are natives to the Nile. So that was me, because he was trying to say, he says peace. The Hyksos ain't a people. He said they aren't a people at all. And he said the attestation I pulled in this video shows it used for Nubian rulers. So he's trying to say that he found an attestation that shows Nubian rulers being called Hekakasut. Now, the term Hekakasut simply means rulers of a foreign rulers. That's it. Heka means ruler or prince. Kasut, foreign land. The ancient Egyptians or the Kemetiu of that dynastic period at that time considered the Nubians as foreigners. Right or wrong, Brother Asar?
Correct.
But we do know that they also say that their origin is down in Nubian Sudan. But during time, there became a split or tribal war or beef, as you would say it.
Well, it was according to the documentation, right? Because we have to put things in the proper context. Why would they call that?
Right.
Right? Because there was a relationship between the northern or southern kingdom. There was correspondence between Hyksos, and the Hyksos had what they refer to as Nubian confederates. You see what I'm saying? They had Nubian confederates. So was it all Nubians? No, it was a certain region of Nubians that was trading, and these Nubians had conflicts with the Theban dynasty, and so they what you're going to do? You're going to put your enemies under the same pot. Right. You're going to refer to them as the terms that if they're all be powerful enough.
And I heard Dr. Reggie saying this too. He went on to say that the Cushites were also Hekakasu. First of all, the Hekakasu means the princes. It's only talking about, let me pull it up. It's only talking about the dynasties the dynasties. Listen closely. Heka means rulers of foreign lands. So yes, at that time, those people were foreigner because they came from outside of Kemet. At that time, Nubia although it was a nome, they were still kind of like beefing at that time. But here's the killer. Watch this, brother. I've been had this prepared for Smash. Watch this. This is from the tomb of Amenemhat and Beni Hassan, 12th dynasty. Image courtesy for the Australian Center of Egyptology, a group of Asiatic warriors. Look at the mushroom heads, the hairstyle, the light skin. Their hair don't get knotty or nappy. It's different. It's like a curly, what they call them the mushroom head people, right? Now check this out. This was going to really kill him. Right there. He said the Cushites or the Nubians were the Hyksos. Uh-oh. How did that end? Hold on. Let me get back in. He said, then why are the glyphs? He said they ain't a people. The Temin. And here's the key point right here, family. Here is the key point on the Hyksos thing. Brother Smash was saying that the Hyksos are not a people. To say that some people are said something is not a people would mean to be it was something else. I mean, to say the Hyksos weren't a people would mean, well, what the heck were they? You know, I mean, what if they weren't a people, were they a animal, a plant? I mean, I don't even get that statement. So when he started saying that, I'm like, okay, they weren't a people. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay. But they are depictions, which I just showed, that shows the Hyksos in the Medutu, in the Menetter, and shows people and shows how they looked. And they have names. And they were a people, right? Not only were they a people, but this is where he's trying to fool people, fool the public, is by saying that there were also Nubians called Hyksos. Now, let's get into what the word Hyksos means. So let me, all right, and I'm keeping this word cash up here for a reason. This is your I-A-S, which is the pool, cas, and then your foreign hill determinative. So even though we know that the Cushites were relative to the ancient Egyptians and were the ancestors of ancient Egyptians, right? They were still at that time during dynastic Egypt known as foreigners because that was during that time period. Okay. So he said that the Cushites were Hyksos, or whatever he was trying to say, to try to tie that in, but it doesn't make sense because even though we know that the Cushites were the original ancient Egyptians and that the Cushite dynasty and the Nubian, or what they call the Nehisu, or the pre-dynastic, or down in Nakada 1 and 2, or proto-dynastic, even on back into the Naphtaliya megaliths, right? Which is proto-dynastic, way before any of the dynasties. We know that these things existed.
Hey,
So
brother Khonsu,
yeah.
did you notice that they're not trying to claim pre-dynastic now?
Who ain't?
Brother Smash and over
Wow.
Right. They was doing that the other day. They're not really. They're just not really Egypt.
You know why? Because they'll say that the language doesn't go back to pre-dynastic, and which the complete version of the metadata doesn't go back to pre-dynastic. That's where you get into the petroglyphs and it wasn't a fully developed language. That's why they'll say that. But the reason they say that is because they can't tie things in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lack of knowledge, especially when it comes listen, majority of the Zulu and West and South African traditions, right, are oral. There's nothing written. Is are oral traditions passed on through years and years and years and years and years. So for certain people to say they only go by the TLA or who they claim, or Brother Reggie says he only uses professionals, what the professionals say, right? Most of the and not to say nothing against European scholars. Everybody, I don't care what race a scholar is. If it's the truth, it's the truth. But you can't say that a European can teach you about a history that predates their own history.
All right, but hold on before you get into it. Further, we got the Queen, Sister Nandy, in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sister.
What's good, JJ? Hey, Sister Karima. Thank y'all for having me.
Hey, sis.
Khonsu know who I am. Khonsu, let me ask you a question. How can a Nubian talk about history that predates Nubia? Because we all know when you're talking about the Hyksos and stuff, we know that those are cultures, and y'all don't like to go. I'm so sick of the Egyptologists. Let's go all the way back to Akibalon. That's before Kush or Mesopotamia. How is it possible that y'all always trying to talk about Egypt and all of this stuff that's supposedly out of Egypt when Egypt came long after all of these civilizations? I'm on mute to see if you can answer that question. Because Nubia wasn't discovered until 2300 BC. We all know that Mesopotamia, Akibalon, and Kush, which those are names that was given. But let's talk. All of that came before Nubia. So how are you inserting Nubia in 2300 BC when we know that Hebrews and all of this stuff goes all the way back to the early 16 BC? Can you explain? I'll go on mute.
Now, before you answer that, Constance, I just want you to know that Sister Nanny is in the tournament, man. So you might want to tread a little lightly. I'm just letting you know. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, let me say Rahubat Marartat. In our language, that means greetings, beloved sister. I love the name Nandi. That's sounds like the name of the mother of Shaka Zulu, Sasenzagakona, which is a Zulu name. I love that name, and I love that question. So now just clarify, because you asked about the Nubians, and then you asked about, you said, how can a Nubian call themselves? Just say that one more time. Just give me a little clarity.
What did you need me to say again? I want you to explain to me how Nubia was discovered in 2300 BC, but you're trying to tell some information from the Nubian standpoint of view. You asked, how can a European talk about something that predates them? How can Nubia talk about something that predates them?
Okay, I get it. That was a good question.
Yeah.
All right, that's a great question. Now, so what you're doing is now you're getting caught up in linguistic terminologies or synaptics, word synaptics. The word Nubian is a modern term. In fact, Brother JJ, I don't know if you remember you remember Amenhotep Tar and his so-called vizier that I debated on that whole Nubian thing. He got on Sonnet and somebody whooped him up and he disappeared. What was his name? Ahati Ma'at, right?
Oh,
Hati. Yeah, me and him had the debate on that same thing, right?
That's Tahuti's understudy.
Yeah, that was Tahuti's errand boy. And and anyway, so we had to. So the reason I'm saying that, Sister Nandy, is because we had a debate about whether the term Nubian was Greek or something like that. And so I get what you're saying. Nubian is a modern term. We say that to and that term was actually coined here in the West by Al-Imam Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi, who is the imam of the Ansar Allah community of Sudan.
Okay.
Order. Hold on. Let me answer.
Go ahead, cause
Let me finish. And so that term Nubian is a modern term. Now, in ancient times, we know these people were called Nehisu, they were called Khanu, they were called Kemetiu, they were called different things. So me using the term Nubian is equivalent to me using the term Egyptian to explain to a person that doesn't know what Kemet means, if that answers.
Just by, maybe I'm a little lost. Why don't you tell me what Kemet means? I would like to ask you that question.
Okay, it has many meanings. The root of it is black.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, but it has many meanings, but the root of it is black. When you see it with the determinative, with the determinative for the nome or CPAT, it's talking about the place. When you see it in different forms, like Kemetiu in the pyramid text, it's talking about people, which means people of the black land. Some people, translators they have the privy to basically, give their own biased on it due to the fact that they have gone through those, studies and stuff.
Okay, I got a question. First of all, everything you was just up here speaking is Arabic, so let's not try to tie that in to Egyptians unless you want to go to the.
What do you mean? What did I say that's Arabic?
I didn't interrupt you, man.
What I say that's Arabic?
Everything you said.
And do you know Arabic?
Everything that you just said was Arabic language.
What?
Answer the question.
What did I say that was Arabic? That's what I'm asking you.
In your language, you spoke certain things. Just with the and all of that bullshit.
We don't even know no other language. Sister, do you know any other languages?
This is what I'm asking you.
What other language do you know? So what word did I say was Arabic?
Don't get it.
What word did I say was Arabic?
JJ, can you ask them to give me?
Wait, let her answer, please. Let her answer, and then you can go from there. But let her at least answer the question.
See, I understand about the emotionals. I touched a nerve because you're trying to include languages, even the Congo. All of this stuff was invaded by Arabs or Greekology when it comes to tribal cultures. Because if you're talking about cultures, we can get deep. And those are not original languages. You're combining two languages, and they all descend from either Greekology or Arabic. Now, let's see if you're going to be honest. Which one are you speaking? I'm listening.
First of all,
first of all, is not.
I'm answering your question. Hold on. Am I not answering? She's interrupting me. I'm being interrupted.
All I'm saying is it Greek or Arabic? Or
I'm being interrupted.
Yeah, let him go, Sister Nanny.
Okay. To answer your question, to give you some order, because this is what our people need, especially the sisters.
You're not our people. Don't be disrespectful. You're not our people.
I'm not our people. What am I? What am I then?
I need you to keep it respectful.
What am I? What am I?
I need you to keep it respectful.
What am I then?
You're a different culture, so you're not our people.
What culture am I then?
Don't make me take it there, Karima. Can you?
What culture am I?
Let's stick to the information on this, please. No assaults, no.
Because she makes herself look real.
No, don't do that, please.
Okay. So let me answer, or I can get real, because I'm a real nigga. So
I tell you,
you can play the games with somebody else. You gonna let
me
answer?
You what? Pale face, Peckerwood ass cracker. Pale face ass, Peckerwood ass cracker. If you're a real nigga, why the fuck Dr. York still locked up? Aren't you the legal team? If you're a real nigga, why the fuck you glowing that night? Now I tried to keep this shit respectful. Watch your motherfucking mouth. A real nigga, I am never ignorant in goals accomplished. And you the same motherfucker I done tried to contact 3 or 4 times to get some help for Dr. York. So shut your bitch ass up and answer the question. Who the fuck you thought you were talking to? No, you're not a real nigga. You motherfucking poor white trash. Watch your motherfucking mouth and stay in your lane. Now I tried to keep it respectful. But since you asked me what the fuck you are, you thought I wasn't gonna be bold enough to tell you? I don't accept that motherfucking bullshit in my community. So don't come up and talk about our people. You don't know what the fuck our people need. Now let's stick back to the fucking topic. I'm gonna get back on mute and keep it respectful. Watch your motherfucking mouth. You ain't fit to be saying the word nigga over here around my peoples, motherfucker. Was you saying something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you have weave in your head. So your thought, number one. Number two, you never contacted me personally. I don't know who you is.
You in the A with me, and you know who the fuck I am. You know who the fuck I am, and you don't want no smoke. So watch your motherfucking mouth, cause I whack them on crackers real quick.
Okay, cam up, man. Cam up. Get off the camera. Get off the camera.
You might want to call Irish. You might want to call a moon and ask them who I am, pussy.
Cam up.
I ain't gotta get no shit on cam up for crackers.
Cam up.
Cam up for Pelka Woods, bitch. Okay. Everybody in this motherfucker know who 90 is, and you do too, pussy. So shut your bitch ass up.
You look like the average thought with blonde weave.
What the fuck I look like?
You thought with blonde weave, you sound even dumber.
Don't worry about what I look like. Answer the question, pussy. You just got mad because I dusted your ass. Motherfucker, you like glowing? Well, answer the question. Beat my information up. I don't get emotional, motherfucker.
You don't have any information. Listen to yourself.
You can answer that motherfucking question.
Listen
You don't
to yourself.
That's why Dr. York's still in jail with your fake ass motions you've been writing.
Motions? I'm not a lawyer.
I know. That's why you need to
I don't know who you is.
I tell you that. Hold on 1 minute now.
JJ, I don't know who this lady is.
Let me show you who I am. Hold on, I'm gonna call your phone.
Cam up or do something.
I ain't got no shit. I slapped the motherfucking white off your bitch.
Okay. Well,
watch your motherfucking
thank you. Cam up and tell me that in person.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I need to cam up.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying, because you scared. All right, so next question.
Hold on, you in Atlanta, Khonsu, because y'all crackers be talking a lot of shit. Ain't you in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. You know I'm at. Stop playing with me. Go to my page. You know I'm at.
Hold on, let me holler at you.
You know where I'm at.
You
know where I'm at.
Shit, you might want to talk to her. Hold on for a minute, pussy.
Okay.
Let me see.
Cam up then.
I ain't got no cam up shit. Nigga, where you at? Where you at? We can meet up. We can meet up. Where you at?
Cam up.
You in the A, bitch. Where you at? Let's just meet up.
Okay, where you at then? Let's go. Where you at? Where you at?
Fuck, nigga.
Where you at?
333 dog and motherfucking that African motherfucking green in the West End, bitch. 30310. Call Knowledge Bar Unloud. Call Irish. Irish know me. Call Irish. Irish got my home address.
Okay.
Pull up.
Come on then.
Nigga, pull up. You was saying so.
I'm finna call Iris right now.
Call her right now.
I'm finna call Iris right now.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Stop. No, JJ, do not stop this, JJ. Do not stop this, JJ.
Let me go on mute.
Stop this. Mute her.
I muted myself, you pale face bitch.
Hey, Robert, how you doing?
Rahul back, Sister Iris.
How you doing?
This is Brother Khonsu. I'm live on the Lions Den with some sister named Nandi and Sister Nandi, and she's saying that she spoke to you and she's threatening me and
now I'm threatening you.
Hold on, JJ, pause her.
My motherfucking friend.
Karima. All right, thank you. So hold on. We're live right now on the Lions Den. We're live, right? We're live on the Lions Den debate team. Okay.
Why y'all do that? Why y'all calling me for that?
Let me tell you why. Because there's a sister here named Sister Nandy, who is disrespecting me, threatening me, and saying that I filed some motion on Dr. York.
You have some what on here?
She said I filed a motion on Dr. York.
I just stepped out. I just stepped away. I don't know.
Hold on. She
No, I
said
just stepped
filed a
away, so
motion
I
on
missed
Dr.
what
York.
happened. Whatever happened. I don't know what happened.
And I just want you to clarify, I've never worked on Dr. York's case. She's also saying, huh?
Remember, what his name was Khonsu too.
Or I don't know who. So this sister got me fucked up. But she mentioned you, and she doesn't know that I'm in contact with the administration, with Dr. York's sister, with Auntie Wakia, and the clan mother. So she mentioned you. So I'm just calling to clarify this on the air.
No, she mentioned me for what?
Okay, Sister Nandy, why did you mention Sister Iris? Go ahead.
I know her, but I'm saying, what's going on? What I'm trying to figure out.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Go ahead, Sister Nandy.
See me motherfucking call her. Put on speaker. Fuck you talking about? Put on speaker. I ain't got time to talk to you.
She on speaker. Go ahead. You can hear. Go ahead.
You don't fucking know me.
You can
You don't know me, Irish. I ain't been helping you with Dr. York case.
She said she know you, Sister Nandy. She said she know you.
I ain't been helping you with Dr. York case.
She said she know you, Sister Nandy.
Why did you mention? Hold on. You heard, JJ. You heard. JJ, you heard.
Fucking white ass.
JJ, you heard. Real quick.
Well, now bust your ass.
Hold on, Sister Nandy, real quick.
JJ, you
heard. Hold on, real quick. Let's get some order.
This is live for everybody around the world here.
Yeah. Yes, this is live right now.
You know I don't play like that.
Because she mentioned you. Sister Nandy. She said, why did you mention her?
I want to know what.
Hold on, Khonsu. She ain't with this. So hang up the phone. She ain't with this. So hang up the phone and y'all need to just, you know what I mean, deal with y'all issues. Okay?
Okay, are you there, Sister Karima?
Yes, please hang her up. Please hang No, hang her up, because she's not with this. You ambushed her with this whole little stuff live. Please don't do that. She's not with it, and y'all handle your situation. She don't know none of this, so please don't do that.
Right. So this, whoever this Sister Nandy is, just mentioned Sister Iris, who I just called, who is on Dr. York's legal team, who is responsible for getting the biography that rewrote on Dr. York to him, which he approved. We called Sister Iris just now. She said she don't know who Sister Nandy is, and says
no. She says she knows who she. Hold on. She says she do know who she is, and she don't understand why y'all got her on live like this. Please don't do that. So we gonna pretty much stick to the information we was talking about,
right.
And let that go.
That's my point. So what I'm saying is, it was a false allegation made towards me. I called Sister Iris. Sister Iris is like, "Why y'all calling me? What is this about?" Because she doesn't know what this Sister Nandy is talking about, because it's nonsense. So, like I said, I don't know who this sister is, who she with, or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Sister Karima.
Okay.
I'm
can we move forward to this? Because if not,
go ahead.
One thing you don't know about me, don't know motherfucking cracker run their mouth at me. You a dead man.
Bitch, fuck you, bitch. Pull up, bitch. What's your address?
Hey, hold up, y'all. Whoa. Hey, Karima, we gotta mute the panel.
What's your address and phone number?
It's okay. I don't want you.
Whoa.
I'm about
Come
to call
on,
you
y'all.
right now, bitch. What's your phone
number? Whoa. All right, hold up. I don't know.
Talk about coolness.
Hold up, y'all. Look, I just stepped off. I don't know what happened, but I apologize to the audience. We don't usually conduct ourselves like y'all gonna have to handle that behind the scenes. Let's go ahead and move on to another topic. I love both of y'all. I love you, Khonsu. I love Sister Nandy. But let's don't make it messy. I don't know what's going on.
I'm good, JJ. Out of respect for you and Sister Karima, I'ma drop down, but I'm no cracker talk to me like that. Watch your back, bitch.
Call me, bitch. I dropped my number in the chat, bitch. Call me. I'm on the east side. Call me, bitch. I dropped my number 452269627. You got me fucked up.
Okay.
I just called Sister Iris. This is the problem. Niggerish ass hoes
All right, come on,
And
Khonsu. Let's
Yeah,
listen.
no, she gone.
I
Hold on, she gone. Don't do that. We not participating in that. First of all, so somebody's here to ask you another question. Let's move on and keep it with the information.
All right, let's go. We got the alchemist in the building. How you doing, brother?
Yo, peace and blessings, family. Man, I just signed on and it was like chaotic, so I was just trying to like catch up and see what's going on now.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a question, brother?
Yeah, I ain't even know what to ask no more because the whole thing just threw me off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's right, brother. And you know why? Because here's the thing. Let me tell you something. There is disunity between all organizations because FBI, COINTELPRO have set into all organizations. The Moors been infiltrated when Noble Drew Ali got killed. Elijah Muhammad got the Nation of Islam got infiltrated when Elijah Muhammad went away. The Hebrews got infiltrated when Yahweh Ben Yahweh went to prison, and the Nuwapians got infiltrated when Dr. York went to prison. So you got people out here that's making false accusations. I'm within the organization. I just talked to Dr. York's sister earlier this morning, sent her some books. I just got off a tribal council call with the clan mother and the administration in Brooklyn, New York. I don't know who this sister Nandy, whatever her name was.
I didn't say to him that bring it up for you to elaborate anymore. Continue with the information, okay?
Fine.
You have a whole bunch of information, but that was very important. I don't want people to lose track of what you brought out. So please stick to that because you can go into all that and that just defeat the purpose of the information that you brought out. Please stick to that.
Absolutely. So I don't think it's any more questions, but if it is, anyway, this was the who infiltrated Dr. York, the FBI, COINTELPRO, the same people that infiltrated everybody else. So my advice is everybody get the fuck up out of America and eventually get your money right, leave. If you want to build a nation or organization, do it outside the United States, since we're talking about that. Because you're always going to have people of your own self and kind that's going to come against you and slander you and destroy you and run down your whole organization. So anyway, this is a rebuttal to Smash Rockwell, blah, 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 and that's it. But to this chick right here, she got me fucked up. She know where I'm at. Brother Khonsu stay in the street. Y'all know Brother Khonsu stay in the streets. But thank you, thank you, Brother JJ.
Yeah, don't let throw you out, bro. Keep it a family show. All right, man. I hope everybody got a little bit of information out of that. Smash Rockwell, you didn't tell me about some of this stuff, man. Yeah, so you gonna have to tighten up on information. Now we know goddamn well that these comedics participated in these what they call these retainer sacrifices. We know this. I've been telling y'all this for 5 years. Y'all finally coming around. I'm proud of you. Reggie coming around telling you. You starting to come out of your cognitive dissonance. Gonna be okay. But I want y'all to stay tuned. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be up and early teaching y'all the difference between Horus and Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. The people who some of us Americans call him Jesus. But you need to know this. If y'all gonna go and watch this debate with Captain Tazariak and Christine Harris, you gotta know what to look for. See, Chris Harris wants to come into this debate to show, hey, look, guys, there's a couple of similarities. Okay, there may be a couple similarities, but guess what, Chris Harris? We're gonna be able to show you way more differences than similarities. If that's what you win your debate on, a few similarities, because we all know that all these people in that region, they all cross-cultural. They did things cross-culturally, and they did trade and commerce and business together, and they slept around together. And some of them had got women from different cultures, and they mixed and matched. But the story of Jesus Christ do not come from no goddamn Kemet. When did Horus? Hey, look. When did Horus walk on water? I want to know. When did Jesus Christ get killed as a baby? Because Horus did. We want to know. I got a whole goddamn list, Chris Harris. And I'm not gonna let you manipulate the crowd and the audience into thinking that you know what the hell you're talking about, and you don't. So I'm gonna give a yin to your yang. I'm gonna be putting out information to the day of your debate, showing people focus on horrors. There's so many goddamn different stories of horrors, it don't even match up to Christ. When did Christ's daddy get cut up to 32 different pieces and spread all over the goddamn land? When did Christ's daddy die? Our daddy, hey, Christ's daddy is all knowing, all powerful. Ain't nobody killing him. Why did it take so many goddamn other gods and deities to bring Horus back to life? Your weak ass God. Your weak ass God need other deities to help. That ain't the same. Our story is only one all power that we dealing with. Man, I can show you so many goddamn differences, Chris Harris. You wouldn't be able to breathe. And that's a fact. So yeah, I'm gonna be up early in the morning, and I'm gonna show y'all the differences, more differences between Horus and Jesus, because that's where he's going with it. He's going with Horus. When was Jesus Christ compared to be a moon? Because our Horus is compared to a moon, and the other one's compared to a goddamn sun. When did the Most High lose his goddamn eye? Because Horus daddy did. Huh? I got so much, man. I'm telling you, bro. Chris Harris, you are going to lose this debate, whether it be by the information that I put out, and I hope Tazariak is smart enough to go this angle. You show all the differences. Because that's what Chris Harris, oh yeah, there's a few similarities. So they must get, nigga, all these different cultures, the Babylonians, the Mesopotamians, all of them got similar culture, things in their culture that it's just kind of like. But they're not exactly alike, and this is what Tazariak need to do. He need to show all these differences. As a matter of fact, you need to be teaching about Horus in this debate. And then all the stuff that Horus did, you be like, well, wait a minute. Christ didn't do that. Huh? When did Christ get raped? Horus got it up the butt. That's right. Somebody copulated between his buttocks, and it was his uncle. When did this happen to Christ, Chris Harris? Huh? There's so many goddamn differences, man. When did Horus feed 4,000 people at one point, and another time 5,000? When did Osiris send Horus down to redeem man for salvation? Where's the story of that? Chris Harris, you will lose this debate, especially if it was me. You lucky I'm retired, but I don't care. I'm going to be putting the information out, making the people know, making the people see. Look at all these differences. This nigga coming with 10 or 15 similarities, and we got the story from there. Look at all this shit that Horus did that Christ didn't do. When did somebody touch goddamn Horus garments and was healed? When did Horus heal anybody blind? Like I said, Chris Harris, you will definitely lose this debate because of your ignorance. But I yield. Listen, Nanny, you want some final words? Go ahead, Queen. Okay. All right.
Hold on, JJ. Amon. All I'm telling you, he ain't gonna do his own thing. He up here. I'm listening.
Okay, this is what I'm saying, right? He's not part of the administration. You know what I mean? He's just someone who can debate with people for years, and he helped push the right in the East book. But he's not a part of the administration. He's not a part of the legal team. You know what I'm saying? So whatever competition y'all have, it's between.
But wait a minute. He up here. Wait a minute, Amon, because when I spoke with you, wait a minute. You told me Khonsu was with the Nubians. Did you not? This motherfucker just say y'all don't know me, and you know how none to get out. I'm not no black bitch. Understand? Well, you might want to call this motherfucker before I come over there and shake shit the fuck up. That's all I'm talking about. He fuck with y'all. This how I met this motherfucker. You know I ain't finna hear this shit. You better call this bitch ass cracker and straighten this shit before I let my motherfucking gobblers loose. That's the only motherfucking negotiation I got. Understand me?
What Patty was on your show?
Don't come over here in the lines then. I'm finna send you the link. This motherfucker calling me bitches, threatening me and all this shit. Bruh, he know I don't play like that. I'm calling you because I got respect for y'all, but this nigga will get fucking knocked. I don't play with white boys. I don't play with white boys, Amoon. You better get this motherfucker before this shit get shook the fuck up, because he don't know who the fuck me and my squad is.
All right, let me see. Let me talk to him and see what's going on.
I ain't sound, because that motherfucker ain't even got 30 minutes. Before I push a button, I ain't no cracker, black bitch. He don't have 24 hours. This motherfucker ain't even got 5 minutes to get the fuck up here and apologize to me in front of my people, or I'm gonna come blow that motherfucker up. Understand me? Now, 5 fucking minutes. That's it. The fuck?
Oh,
Now, what that nigga now? Cause your folk know who I am. I'm gonna blow your bitch ass. So where you at?
okay. Hold up now. Let's get now. Let me hold on, Cincinnati. We don't want to get shut down. We don't want to get the lines then shut down. Kareem, we now the words and views expressed by some of the people on this stage are not the words, views expressed by JJ 7000 or Karima. I just want to let you know that it can get a little wild in the den,
Oh,
but you know.
Cause I don't give a fuck about sharing no blood. Let me give a motherfucking disclaimer. This sister Nancy talking. I got respect for sister Karima and brother JJ. This ain't no shit. This me dealing with this cracker. Like I told you, nigga, yo fuck no. They don't want no smoke. They say you on your motherfucking own, nigga. Now you best figure out what the fuck we gonna do about this here problem. Bitch ass nigga. I'ma respect y'all. Thank you very much. I just had to come up here and prove my point. Now let's see how many more bitches I be. Cause they know I out shit the fuck out. Pussy. I don't care I'm up for no motherfucking cracker nigga. Fuck wrong with your uneducated, fake wannabe committed, pale face ass, old fake Russian. Cause ain't no such thing as none of that shit. You get your bitch ass out of our community. You done got too comfortable, motherfucker. I'll blow your cabbage back, bitch. Disclaimer, that was 90 talking. I'ma holler at y'all so y'all can get back to y'all regular program.
All right.
Listen,
all right.
Shit.
As you can see,
motherfucker. Let me see you say bitch again, nigga. Off your motherfucking leader, nigga. You shut your bitch ass up, fuck, nigga. I call the head people in charge. Like he said, you on your own playing with me. I'm trying to figure out how the new Wallaby has thrown you to the wolves, bitch. How?
Okay.
You ain't a part of the administration and nothing, cause he don't want that smoke, nigga. Fuck around and be goddamn 4th of July today, bitch. Fuck wrong with your cracker ass motherfucker. I slap crackers out.
All right. As y'all can see, the line then is a little tough around here. Hey, you can't come in here pussyfooting around. That's right. Hey, I want everybody to know we got a 32 person tournament going down. We got the likes of Sister Nanny will be one of the participants, just to let some of you little weak debaters know. Because when it comes to the information, this sister goes in. I just want to let you know. We got Sal Showtime has joined the ranks of me and Black Jesus Ministers of putting this thing together. I just want to let you know, shout out to Sal Showtime. We will be trying to get this tournament up and running before the end of this month. We want to call it March Madness. You understand me? Hey, 32 persons, we can't say man, because guess what? Over here, we let women debate. Unlike these other people who's egotistical and chauvinistic. Because they got them one West views. You know, the women got to sit down, don't say shit. That caveman mentality. Knowing goddamn well, if Big Mama told you to sit your ass down and listen, you're going to do it. Most of you was raised by your grandmammy. Excuse me, mama. You know, so don't even try to come in here and act like a woman that is not intelligent enough to be in an intellectual debate. But like I say, $700 to the winner, man. $30 entry fee. And the winner will get a custom-made Universal Unified Debate League Championship belt. That's right. So, hey, we want to give a shout-out to Sal Showtime. He's going to be gathering up some of his debaters. Black Jesus will be gathering up some of his debaters. And you know JJ going to bring them to the table. That being said, we are up out of here. I hope y'all learned something today. Don't be a pseudo. All right, and I'm out. Kramer, if you want to end with a song, hey, let's do it. If not, we up out of here anyway. Peace.
Breaking fucking news.
Breaking news, motherfuckers.
It's a girl.
Segment the goddess.
Yeah, I'm not coming today to be some type of
How we need
tired
a
or just I want to bring awareness to you motherfuckers today.
You must be aware.
One in every
in
motherfucking nigga is out here
Burbacking.
And I just had this brought to my attention today.
That
and we
niggas is
must put a
burbacking.
stop to this burbacking.
We gotta stop burbacking.
I know. Y'all like, niggas been burbacking for years.
What y'all doing burbacking?
Like, that's all we do. What burbacking do?
What the fuck is y'all doing?
What is it gonna do? But I'ma tell you what it does.
What does it
Look
do,
at this innocent bird.
I see it.
His whole back. His back will be
whole
turned into minced meat. For you niggas to eat. And y'all just think that it's okay. Y'all laughing. It's a funny ass joke. Well, I don't see the funny joke in barbecuing. When you taking birds by his back and you just chopping it up and mixing it up and putting delectable flavors to it.
For what?
They know what they want to do with their backs, and I don't think y'all had a right to tell them what to do with their backs.
Don't they look happy without their backs?
So those who do care, talk to us. Here's the number, information, and get in contact.
If you gon' hear it, you might as well let me tell you.
I'll praise you, Most High. Yeah, that sound good, y'all. Hello. What we doing?
Hey, cook that up, Kali.
We still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. Just here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. Just here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still. They said you got the call, they tryna blackball you. Play what they own, bro. You can't blackball a boss. The whole world, they hate this right here. The way you hate your neighbor, might as well pull the trigger on yourself. You know we get excited by the smoke. Every day we casting flesh. Say my treasure stored in heaven, we gon' blow the rest. They disrespecting and we check. The bank that causing kept it still. They asking others about my business, but I ain't got no instant miss. See, I still deal with ox direct. Cause your person don't mean you respect. Your outlet don't get no credit if the ox ain't in it. Money answer all things and you got all these questions. Playing Vic. Look, I employ slavery. I'll if you broke your head. Yeah, them crews in the hood, Jews in the hood. I caught them clues, now I'm good. I broke it down, he understood my all to you. Filtered through, you found a few, I'm good. We what we sold, this here exclusive. They like, hey, folk, look what you doing. We still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. Just here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. Just here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still. Most I told me, be still, give her room to work. Know my movie work. Your faith ain't good, don't put the work in. In the spirit flexing, that my day job. Get in the mode out my own, I don't know what they are. Before I got the blueprint, and I'm too legit to quit. Let it spark in the dark, be a light, got it lit. Tryna map my movement, got my haters pondering. The odds set the question there, they wanna know if you still lit. It hit different, you authentic, a lot of odds pretending. We do it for the Lord, got my own motion, who are you to judge? Put most high first, none above. Tap in the spirit, we locked in, they'll come against your plot. You know Judas said, yeah, we spit them scripts, they barely not. Came on slave ships, then you not black. You know they tell you everything. Isaiah 30:20, yeah, we bad. You see what happened when they tried to rail the train up off the track. False witness, hypocrite. We throw shots back, now they feel hit. Must go get it. We still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. Just here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they feel. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, finches hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. Just here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still.
Yeah. That like, share, subscribe. Lions Den. You see how we roar up in here. Can't be soft. We out.